Congrats. You're going to go see Adam Sandler, the You're My Best Friend show, Friday, September 19th at the Xfinity Mobile Arena, formerly the Wells Fargo Center. The show's recommended for ages 16 and over. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster, and we will be at the building broadcasting live on the roof tomorrow. We'll see how that goes.
Just a little quick thing here. Were you a drive-in moviegoer?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We used to love them. There was the Comac Drive-In, and I'll never forget this, Preston, because I'm an old bastard. I was a little kid, but I remember when they Hard Day's Night came out on, and there was at the drive-in theater, and we were driving down what was Jericho Turnpike, Long Island, and you'd pass by the Comac Drive-In theater, and we're driving, and I'm a kid sitting in the back of I think it was a Ford Falcon, and I'm hearing like screaming, and I'm like, what the hell is that? We were driving by the drive-in theater playing Hard Day's Night.
Wow.
And it was all the girls in the car screaming from their cars.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of movies, Weapons won the North American box office over the holiday 4-day weekend. The horror hit raked in $12.8 million this time around, raising its global take to $235 million so far. The 50th anniversary re-release of Jaws
I want to
actually
see that.
took in $9.9 million, enough to grab second place. Meanwhile, Darren Aronofsky's crime thriller Caught Stealing disappointed with $9.6 million in its debut weekend. Disney's Freakier Friday kept moving along, taking fourth place with a haul of $8.3 million, and then Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman's satire The Roses closes out the top five that debuted with $8 million. So Gordon Ramsay took to Instagram on Saturday to share a health update. He successfully underwent surgery for skin cancer. In the caption, he showed his appreciation for the medical team and, quote, their fast, reactive work on removing this basal cell carcinoma. The Hell's Kitchen star shared a picture of his side profile with a bandage on it and another picture of the scar and stitches from the surgery near his ear. Ramsay also had some advice for his followers, telling them to please don't forget your sunscreen this weekend. He also quipped that he promises us that it's not a facelift and that he would need a refund if it was that.
I have been so sunblock aware for so many years because of the vitiligo. And last time I went to the dermatologist, she had like chef's kiss, like, because because even when I go hiking where there's the umbrella of trees, and I'll wear the UV shirts and stuff like that. Right. But it's just I'm wearing it right now, sunblock.
Are you really?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely every time I talk to my dermatologist, that's the point.
You're fair-skinned.
They bang home. They were like, do not mess around with this. Make sure you wear your sunscreen.
Looking at you, you're beautiful.
Thank you. You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
All right, so multiple sources have spilled to People magazine that Kevin Costner and director Kelly Noonan Gores are casually dating. A source said that Kelly is seeing Kevin, but it's very casual. She thinks he's wonderful and interesting. Another source told Us magazine that things are not serious yet because Costner lives in Carpinteria, California, and Noonan Gores.
Is that a carpet store?
Yeah.
Cupertino?
No, that's not Cupertino. Carpinteria.
Carpinteria. How it's spelled, unless it's a typo. And Noonan Gores lives about 100 miles away in Manhattan Beach.
So what's their celebrity paired name? Would it be Kelvin?
I guess so. Something like that. Kelly and Kevin. Kelvin. They both frequent Aspen often and have mutual friend groups, the source said.
Kevly?
They said that they have been getting to know each other and seeing each other casually when they can. In case you forgot, Noonan Gores divorced Alec Gores last year, so this is all pretty fresh.
I really enjoyed the first part of his, massive movie saga. I don't know if everything is going to be completed. Apparently, part 2 was. I can't find the goddamn thing.
No kidding.
Yeah, but I love the story, and we had him in here to promote. It was a great interview here. But I don't know what the status is, if it's in limbo.
If we don't know by now and he released that second one and you can't even find it, then that's a failed experiment. That's That's a failed, I mean, not an experiment. I mean, he put a lot of his own money into it.
Yeah.
Which is too bad. Katie Thurston, former Bachelorette, shared an emotional health update via her Insta stories on Friday amid her cancer battle. She was feeling so exhausted, even though it's her week off for her meds. which usually makes her start to feel good again. The alum shared that she ordered a COVID test and was nervous because breast cancer, she says, just has you freaking out about everything. Thankfully, the COVID test came back negative. She said no COVID, just tired, hypochondriac with breast cancer, she wrote. So I guess she's doing okay. Speaking of Costner, here's a story about Yellowstone, but it's about Cole Hauser. And he has some interesting interactions with fans. He said, especially older females. He said, I've had some old women grab my ass, admitting that it's been a little strange.
Teabag me.
He did add that for the most part, everyone's been very respected, but added that he thinks when the older ladies get a few drinks in them, they get a little aggressive. So that could happen.
There are a few. I forget where I saw this article, but it was the male stars that hit best with really senior, like 75 and above women.
Right.
Okay. Do you remember any examples?
I don't. I remember.
I'd like to know.
There were two journalists that did. David Muir.
Oh, yeah.
Hits big.
He really melts my butter, too.
Yeah, he really melts your butter.
He's a good-looking guy.
I'm trying to remember who the actors were.
Okay.
But yeah.
But there's like a subset.
A subset that just appeals to the depends
Senior
crowd.
citizens.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to find out who that is. So, if you're wondering what Taylor Swift's ex, Joe Alwyn, thinks of her engagement to Travis Kelce, I can tell you.
Yeah, please.
In case you forgot, they dated for 6 years. They broke up in April 2023, just months before she started dating Kelce. He's kept a pretty low profile since the engagement news broke, but a source told the Daily Mail that Alwyn genuinely hopes the best for his ex.
What's he going to say?
I know,
I hope she
right?
dies.
The
I hope they
Insider
won't die.
also said the British actor won't be reaching out to Swift congratulating her. They said Taylor's engagement is the final nail in the coffin to any thoughts that Joe will ever have about her again. Oh, it sounds like he's so happy.
I'm sorry, who is this guy?
He is
She dated?
British. Yeah, she
Yeah,
did
for
for a
6
couple of
years.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 years.
But,
That
like,
was long term.
That's a long time. Because she dated the dude from the 1975. Is that him?
That was like a year, under a year maybe.
Joe Alwyn.
And then there was also obviously there was if you go to John Mayer, there was who else? There's a cavalcade.
Loki.
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston. Thank you.
But like,
But that was just a
thing.
flare up.
A flare up.
Quick. So the source said
Like herpes.
that Alwyn feels that reaching out is not needed, and he thinks that Swift wouldn't want to hear from him anyway, which is probably absolutely true. I mean, you know.
Are there any exes that you are in contact with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one, Patty, but very rarely, and it's if so, it's a social media thing or something like that, but friendly for sure.
I remained friendly with a number. I don't communicate with a lot simply because I've moved around a lot. And I know you say, well, you can social media. I don't want to open up that can of worms.
The same thing for me too.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it's once you move, it's a different story. So I don't really have that much.
I mean, I
contact.
send checks to the kids.
Are there any exes,
they're good.
Case that you have contact with?
Just on social media. And that is it. Like, and I'm just friends with them on social media. There's no real correspondence.
Okay.
I
got you.
Other than like a like of their post or something like that.
Yeah, I never had
That's
like a real acrimonious. There was never splits were always pretty good. You know.
This was sad to see, and if you know the picture, if you see the picture of this guy, you'll know who he is. Oscar-nominated actor Graham Greene passed away. The Canadian star died Monday in a Toronto hospital with his wife, Hilary Blackmore, by his side. Greene, known for his roles in classic films like Dances with Wolves. We have this Kevin Costner theme this morning. And also The Green Mile.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah, he was a man of a high moral character who will be missed, his rep said. Noting the star was finally free. He did not reveal Green's cause of death. However, the actor's rep said that he lost his battle with a lengthy illness, but did not elaborate. He was always a likable guy. I always liked him in anything I saw him in.
In Dances with Wolves, he's watching when Costner's mimicking the wolf, and that's a great scene. But he always projected that kind of a thoughtful, sort of paternal approach.
He's, worked all the way to the very, very end. Like, he just, I'm looking at his, because you said
Love
that.
Island USA.
Well, no. But he was in The Last of Us, Reservation Dogs. I was watching that show. Like,
That's
he's got
right.
so many, and that I mean, that's all like 2025. Like wow.
Do you know the funny thing is, so because I assume he's a Canadian Indian. He had some tribe, but you hear Graham Greene and you think of some sort of Irish poet,
right? Yeah.
But I guess Lauren Green is one of the great Canadian actors, too.
Right,
so maybe Green is a last name.
Tom Green.
So, yeah, that's true, and he's Canadian. So his first feature film was 1983's Running Brave, with a big break coming years later in the Oscar-winning 1990 picture Dances with Wolves. He played Kicking Bird alongside Kevin Costner's Lieutenant Dunbar. The role earned Green an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor.
Kicking birds.
1991. And after Dances with Wolves, he went on to appear in Hollywood hits like Maverick, Die Hard with a Vengeance, The Green Mile, The Twilight Saga, New Moon, and Molly's Game as well.
That's right. In Die Hard with a Vengeance, he's really good. He's one of the cops.
He had an impressive television career. He was in tons of stuff, including Murder, She Wrote, Defiance, Reservation Dogs, Echo, Riverdale, 1883, and Tulsa King as well. So you're right, Casey. He kept working into current day.
He also had that brief, it failed, but it was Mork and Graham Greene, which was and then they went with Mindy.
Oh, instead. In 1991, Green won a Grammy Award for Best Spoken Word Album as well for children for his work on Listen to the Storyteller in 2000. He claimed in 2017 that acting was something that he happened to stumble into. He said, I started out as a carpenter, a welder, a draftsman, a carpet layer, a roadie, and an audio tech. And he said, I stumbled into acting and I thought, these people keep me in the shade. They give me food and water, take me over where I say what I'm supposed to say, and then they take me back. Wow, this is the life of a dog, he said. He's survived by his wife of 35 years, his daughter Lily, and his grandson Tallow as well.
He reminds me of there was another Native American who became an actor, Chief Dan George. Do you remember this guy? He was the Indian in the outlawed Josie Wales.
I'd need to see it. I need to see a picture of him, but no, sad news to see his passing. At the Venice Film Festival premiere, Frankenstein, Jacob Elordi appeared to have a tense exchange with an official after being told where to stand, firmly replying to the man, I'm going to take a picture right here, after greeting fans and posing for photos. And then he told the staffer, don't ever tell me what to do. Despite the awkward moment, attendees described Elordi as so nice and eager to take pictures with everyone. Following the screening, Elordi was reportedly moved to tears by a 13-minute standing ovation, the longest of the festival so far. I saw the clip, and he was like, he's just trying to meet with these fans, and somebody's trying to drag him away. He's like, no, I'm going to stand here. I'm going to take a picture, and don't tell me what to do.
I kind of side with him on that because he was kind of letting everyone surround him for this selfie.
Yeah.
So we now know what Abbott Elementary creator and star Quinta Brunson was talking about at San Diego Comic-Con this summer when she teased that the show would be shooting an episode at a live event that would make Philly sports fans very happy. ABC confirmed the sitcom shot an episode during the Phils game against the Braves last week at Citizens Bank Park. After the game, the Phils and Abbott Elementary Instagram accounts shared a photo of Brunson and cast members, including Tyler James Williams, Lisa Ann Walter, and Cheryl Lee Ralph posing with the Fanatic. And the episode will be part of the upcoming 5th season, which will premiere on October 1st.
Is that the one where Lisa Ann Walter threw out the first pitch?
It had to have been.
I assume.
Yeah, okay.
But they had Quinta, and they had, so I don't know.
She's a friend of the show. Lisa Ann Walter, I've had her on many times. Love her to death. She's awesome. Wouldn't mind someone else from the show when they're local coming on.
To come by, sure.
I love the show.
Absolutely. So the new movie, The Long Walk, based on a book by Stephen King, features a group of young men who have to keep walking until they can't, and the last person walking wins, and everybody else dies. So on Saturday, Lionsgate decided to make the movie a bit more interactive. They held a special screening for influencers at Culver Theater in Los Angeles that required them to watch the whole thing while walking on a treadmill for the entire duration of the movie.
I was watching the video of this. It was pretty cool. They had it set up and they all seem to be doing pretty well.
Yeah, they were going at least 3 miles per hour the whole time.
Is that the rule of the actual, you have to be walking 3 miles per hour?
Yeah, there's a certain mile per hour rate. And if you slow down, they start giving you get 3 warnings.
Okay.
The third one, they shoot you. If audience members stopped walking, they were escorted out of the screening for the whole thing.
They should have shot.
You know what would make it difficult is the fact that, and I've seen some of the trailers and I've read the book, is they really focus on how essentially these guys are walking on bloody stumps.
Yeah.
By the end of it. So you're watching that and walking on a treadmill at the same time. It's going to be pretty hard.
So, okay, don't give, if you think it's a spoiler alert to the story, but so what is the distance? It's just until there's one man standing.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
So there's
going.
you just
There's
keep walking.
no finish line.
Right.
Yep.
So real quick, what's the furthest you guys have ever walked?
I don't know.
21 miles, 22 miles.
I just walked 9 miles on the beach in my bare feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and everything was fun, but like the bottoms of my feet by the end were like, I didn't feel like bloody stumps or anything like that. But I would recommend doing that with some shoes on.
Shoes on.
Next time. Yeah.
Probably a good call. Shoes.
I think shoes are probably a good bet.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to try the clips now. Let's see if that works. If you're just tuning in, everything's going wrong today.
Yes. So expect greatness.
The Runarounds follows a group of recent high school grads risking it all to become the greatest band of all time. And in this clip, Zendy Murdoch talks about why he will always consider himself a musician first and an actor second. Now, if I hit this button, theoretically, we'll hear the clip. Let's see. Here we go.
Just you gotta love it, especially as a drummer, because as a drummer, that comes along with a lot of toting gear around, and you're setting up in the corner of this club, and there's a beer puddle in your seat, and it's just like it's gross, and you're carrying your drums up a flight of like narrow stairs. I mean, it's horrible, So like you gotta love it, you gotta love it.
I don't think I want to see it.
He is exactly right about being a drummer, folks. I can attest. There's so much crap to carry around, and nobody helps you. The Runarounds is streaming now on Amazon Prime. Here's our next clip. A new Superman movie means a brand new super suit. And here, David Cornsweet shares the first moment his co-stars saw him as the Man of Steel.
I do remember the first day we did camera tests before we started shooting, coming on and seeing Nick and Rachel for the first time, and them seeing me for the first time. I must admit, I felt a little self-conscious. Like I hadn't gotten used to the suit yet. I hadn't filled the boots yet with my own sense of confidence. So to have them see me and sort of go like, "Oh, that looks pretty cool. Like that works pretty well." That meant a lot.
Superman is streaming now. You can catch on HBO Max.
Have you seen it?
Nope.
Case, you've seen it, right?
I have.
What'd you think?
Wait, it's streaming on HBO Max now?
Yeah.
I freaking bought it on Apple. I enjoyed it.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
It's not the greatest, but it's good. It's fun, and he's terrific.
I love Superman.
And he's a star.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't been high on my priority list, but I'll get to it eventually.
That's why it's streaming on HBO now.
Yep. All right, and that's our entertainment report.
We did good.
I think we did pretty good.
We did good.
If you're just tuning in, we have had a host of technical problems. We have some personnel problems.
My water just broke.
Oh my God!
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll be with you every step of the way. And we're trying to do the best we can here today, so we're working on it. We do have our friends from Wawa are stopping by today. Are they bringing giveaways, Case?
You're damn straight.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I have your sheet over here. Sorry.
And they're also going to bring the Saquon turkey hoagie, which is now available. So when they get here, we'll start giving away some $50 Wawa gift cards. And a reminder, tomorrow morning, this very time, we're going to be on the roof of the Wells Fargo Center, what was the Wells Fargo Center, and now the Xfinity Mobile Arena. So make sure that you're tuning in for that.
Is it weird that I'm so excited for this? We're going to be essentially just up on a ledge doing the show, but I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too. And I was just thinking, fortunately, we're not going to be staring. We're going to be facing westward.
Yeah.
So we'll not be staring directly at the sun as it's coming up.
But we'll see the city.
But
skyline.
we will see it lit up and bright. It's going to be beautiful. So let's take a break. We will come back in just a second. What?
I think the board works now.
Well, I already hit the button, so we'll try this. The back to school A to Z continues. We're in the G. We're in the goods. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Kathy had a story about sending a text, I think, that you wanted to share with us, right?
Yeah. So it was, somebody sent me a text, and it was, somebody that I am friendly with, like not like one of you guys where, if we, the type of text messages that we send each other. But I needed to drop something off to this person. And I, basically was saying, I apologize. I had COVID, like was stuck in the house. I'm going to, get this stuff to you. And so he says, well, how are you feeling? What I wanted to text him was that I got, and I've said this to you guys, like COVID kicked my ass. I got my ass kicked, What I sent him was that I got my ass licked.
I got my ass licked.
And
How you feeling? Well, I got my ass
Pretty good. I got my ass licked.
Oh, and it's all worth it.
I mean, it was kind of bad at the beginning, but once the ass licking started,
Yeah.
it turned for the better.
I mean, I've heard of rim jobs before.
Wow.
I mean, like fully changed the, like I guess it auto corrected to licked, and I didn't realize, sent it, and then I didn't like hear back, so and I went back and pulled up my text and looked, and I was like, oh my god, what do I do? And then I just put kicked and sent that and just didn't say anything else.
And no response back, or
no, like he didn't really address it.
Kathy,
He just
there's
said,
someone on the phone for you.
no, he just said, no worries, whenever you feel better.
Listen, was that an invitation? Because I would like to follow through on that.
So this is just more of just an acquaintance, right?
Listen,
professional?
Yes, like yeah.
Professional ass licker?
No, I mean like
Yeah.
you know them more on a professional level as opposed to a personal level.
Yeah, like they own a business, and I go to the business and purchase.
Why would
it.
she mention she had her ass licked?
Oh my god!
I don't understand.
Santa's coming over right now.
My mouth is pretty moist. I could do that.
God, ew! Oh god!
There are some things that are absolutely astonishing as when you listen that you wrote kicked. I'm sure you
I did.
Right. So why is that not perceived as an actual word? I've had it happen.
I think they were just trying to pull a fast one on you.
Yeah.
I think technology was like, oh,
ass licked. Yeah, it's built into the algorithm.
The autocorrect feature is bizarre, though. Like, I don't know. My mom sent me a text right before Christmas, and she wrote, I bought Ben some ski dicks from Buckman's and a U.S. National Parks wall map and push pins. And then her follow-up text was, good God, that is ski socks. Ski socks.
Do you ever put your feet in a nice pair of dicks?
But I'm sure my mom felt the same way as you, Kath. It was just like, and at least it was to me, not to like,
Right,
a minister or whatever.
Yeah, I
A
don't
lot
think
of
that
it
was
though is just like why is it changing? To
Well,
that?
my question is, if it is a legitimate word, legitimate in the context of the sentence, what makes it change it? I've had it.
Yeah.
I think she probably accidentally misspelled it, and you didn't notice. And it went to licked instead
K
of
and
kicked.
L are right next to each other, and Nick, as far as ski dicks are concerned,
Yes.
D and S are right next to each other, as is the O and the I. So I think there's most likely on your end of things, Nick, that was a misspelling and not an autocorrect. Because why would they autocorrect from socks to dicks?
Thanks for checking in. Would you like to lick my ass?
It licked my ass.
Oh my god!
That's great.
Great to hear from you.
You would. I thought you were going to go somewhere else with this story because last Thursday I got a message from a friend of mine who works at Headstrong Foundation, and he was letting me know that a friend of mine is going to receive some financial
ski dicks.
No, some financial assistance for his daughter who is suffering from cancer. Mm-hmm. And I thought I was responding to somebody else when I wrote LOL to this guy when he's telling me about.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. So I go, he's like, he's going to get
That's
this.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Cancer.
Laugh out loud.
That is funny.
And I was like, oh my God, how do I? And I was like, no, I mean, it was totally meant for somebody else. And I can't find out who I was trying to say LOL to, but I can't believe I responded.
I mean, at this point, I think everyone, even the best, person with the greatest amount of accuracy has experienced that mistake. That whether you're misspelling and it turns to lick or whatever, or the an emoji that's an incorrect emoji that you didn't want to hit, but it is you. When it happens, you're like, oh my God, and you almost mentally try to reach out and pull it back, but you can't.
Hey, what does this mean? Somebody texted in and said swipe keyboard or regular tapping keyboard.
Oh, so with the swipe keyboard, you can just basically keep your finger on the keyboard the entire time and not lift up.
Oh, and it sort of helps you spell out words, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and then tap is just like the regular.
Do you have that option on an iPhone?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where you can just keep your finger and move from letter to letter.
And if you pause long enough, it will.
I don't use it.
Or
yeah, I've attempted it. I've tried it, but I'm so used to the other way that I just keep doing it the other way.
It's the number one preference for salad tossers, Preston.
I really need to use. I need to use voice to text more often.
Me too.
I don't trust it.
That makes mistakes
Yeah,
too.
that's-
I know it makes mistakes,
Yeah.
but if I do have to write a fairly voluminous amount, a longer one, I'd rather dictate it and then go back and maybe fix the mistakes.
I'm very good at that, and I make sure that I include all the appropriate punctuation.
Yeah, you gotta do
drives
that.
me
Right.
crazy.
Sure.
You know what annoys me about that, though, is if you stop in the middle of a sentence just to gather your thoughts and then you start again, it starts with a capital letter. So then there'll be a capital letter in the middle of the sentence, and I can't send that.
Well, do you know what
It annoys
works,
me.
Kathy? If you can, first write it longhand, then type it, then print it.
Pierre loves voice to text, and he likes to voice to text while he's driving. And Pierre has a tendency to sometimes be a bit long-winded.
No.
And so his texts are also long-winded.
And so the year is 1983.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, I
Okay.
wrote him a nice text on Friday. I thought he had a great show, and I was just like, "Hey man, it was really cool to listen. I was in the car a lot. I got to listen to a lot of your show. It was awesome." And he didn't respond, which is also fine with Pierre. And then he wrote back yesterday, and it was like 6 paragraphs long. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it was nice of him to respond. It's just.
Will we ever forget the tragedy of the Donner Party? What?
The problem with me and voice to text is I can't think of what I want to say as I'm saying it.
I mess it up too.
I'm like,
That's what I mean, and then
so
you want to
here
pause.
is the thing. I would like to say to you these words, and I'm like,
Well, so it gives you the option to review it.
I know,
Right?
I know.
Yeah.
But just when I'm typing it out, I know exactly what I want to say. But when I'm
My
saying
friend
it,
sends the voice
Would you
messages.
be interested in licking my butt?
It licked my butt.
Damn it! It said.
So my friend sends those voice where it's just like you can just talk and then it.
Todd Glass did that for Casey last week, and he did it for a reason. I forget what it was, but your voicemail was full or something like that. So he sent you voice text.
yeah, I guess my voice. I don't have my voice.
Do you get that
my
from anybody?
I have.
With any
I
of your-
had just a handful, but not any regularity.
But
I
I'm
don't know
not good
anybody
at sending back then. Like when I send it back, I'm talking like I'm doing voice to text,
Right.
but it's just like a regular message.
Hi, this is Kathy. I was busy. I couldn't get your call. I was inviting a stranger to lick my ass.
Kath, who were you texting this, by the way? I forget.
What
She didn't
that I
say.
got my ass?
Licked. Yeah.
Yeah, it was somebody. I have some things I need to drop off at this business, and it was the business owner.
It's so funny though, and it's Kathy, the abject terror you experience when that happens. It's like, and there's nothing. Everyone has made the mistake. It doesn't matter when you've done it, especially on that level. How many times it happens constantly. I forget who I told I loved dearly and used the nickname I use, Spoogie or something that I use on my wife. the question mark came back, and I'm like, oh no,
Son of a bitch.
because my big mistake is that I don't look. All right, so I texted, and then I got 1 or 2 texts from the time that text occurred, so that Claire is no longer the top person on my text chain, and so I'm responding now to whoever was last in, and I always make that mistake.
What sucks is when you are you get a word wrong and then you type what you think is the correct word, fixing it, and you have typed an incorrect word again.
Yes.
And if you do that 2 or 3 times, it's like, what the hell
And then that
is
becomes,
happening?
That becomes the default sometimes. If you type it enough, the bad spelling, the incorrect spelling becomes the default for what they think.
And it does, and then you got to break that nightmare. I would think a lot of times, and then it'll give you, and then you have to, X out of the word that's popping up. I'm like, no!
I hate that. Especially if you're using curse words. And I understand why curse words are going to come up as incorrect, because you don't want to accidentally send that to someone who doesn't need to be seeing
By
that,
the way,
or
though,
you don't intend to see that.
They should put that. They should put curses in, or allow you to put curses in.
Well, I mean, listen, you can if you wanted to. When you do like the abbreviated keyboard or whatever.
Yeah.
So
you can change ducking.
You can change ducking, or like if you just wanted to, like, okay, if I type the letters FFF, it's just going to turn into
Forget You, Dad.
Forget You, Dad.
It's going to turn into what?
Whatever you want it to be. So, like, for instance.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So
you're setting up a code. Okay.
I send my wife a text every single morning, and it's the same thing. And when she's mad at me, she goes, "Oh, thanks a lot for doing the quick text." But if I just type in the letters I, that comes up, and it just says, "Good morning, I love you so much."
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you can do that, like if you typed, but it's
lick my butt.
You can do a shortcut where, if you want to say F you, if you just type in the letters FF or FFF or whatever.
Where do you go to set that up?
You got to go to settings, keyboard, shortcuts.
Thank you very much, Case. And the text messages, like I don't know. So Nick's not here today.
Yes.
And so I'm not able to see, there's no words on it.
There's no words on it.
I'm not able to see text messages coming in, Case. That's the wrong screen. So, yeah, there's a way to do individual messages, which you're clicking on now, but there's also a way to see every single message coming in. So I can't see that. Nick is in Ireland. He's working his way back. Marissa's somewhere on the New Jersey Turnpike. There it is, Casey.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, now I will be able to see some text.
All right, very good.
All right, thank you.
Baby steps.
So, well, the reason being is we want to get some feedback from you on this next topic of conversation that we're going to have, because you may have seen the story of the weekend, but there was a kid at Hershey Park who got away from his parents. They reported him missing. They were looking for him, and the next thing you know, that little toddler was up on top of the monorail system, walking by himself, way up there, like 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, enough to kill you.
And the cameras came out, and they were just like, "Oh my God, look at this kid up there."
Unbelievable.
And this family must have just been terrified when they found out what happened. The kid looks happy. He looks like he's enjoying the view.
He does. And what happened, obviously, a lot of people were kind of hanging under in case he did fall off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there was one individual who took the proverbial bull by the horns and got up there.
Yeah, there's a guy named John Sampson from Bucks County, and he jumped up on top of like a shack or something like that, and ended up the kid walked to him, and he got him down. So the kid, you can see people yelling up to him like, "Stay on there, keep walking, go this way," just trying to guide him to the right spot. And Casey had brought up the fact that as a kid, that would have been me.
Yeah.
That absolutely would have been me. I was a
wanderer.
A wanderer. Yes. In fact, we have this. I would get away from my parents all the time, and I would wind up. They lost me, I don't know how many times, and it wasn't out of their irresponsibility. It was just me taking off on my own.
You were wily,
and I guess part of it is I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I'm sure that I have it. Look over there, and I would just gone.
Bird.
I would take off, and I had multiple occasions where I would just wander away. My poor parents. And if you have anything similar that's happened to you or with your kids, 610-660-9333, we'd like to hear about it. I'll give you a couple of
please.
Of scenarios.
By the way, just a quick, did you get your ass handed to you by your
Sure.
But you couldn't stop it, right?
I didn't see it as, I was just fulfilling my curiosity.
Yeah.
I didn't see it as doing anything to my parents.
I'm a loose cannon,
I was
Ma.
too young to understand it, you know? So there was a time, and this was like pre-K, when I was downtown shopping with my mom. We lived in this town in Tennessee, Columbia, Tennessee. Not very big, but big enough to where it was a main thoroughfare with shops and so on. And my mom's in a clothing store.
Boring.
I don't want to be in a damn ladies' clothing store.
It's hell. It's hell for a young
So
boy.
I left. And I hit the road.
I got to bounce.
Sorry, folks, but I got to
See,
bounce.
I didn't leave. What I did is I made forts inside of the.
I would do that
okay,
too.
all right.
Yeah, in the hanger displays
Yep.
and so on, especially ones that were circular. You could get in the middle of those, you're gone.
But
man.
you left.
I left.
And where did you go?
Down the street, down the road, thumbing a ride if I could. Oh, actually, I'll give you that other story, and that's a different one. So I headed down, and apparently, and I don't remember most of this, but there was an elderly woman who saw me alone, and I was way too young to be alone. Pre-K, I was like 4 years old.
Wow.
And so she comes over and she tries to guide me to somewhere that was safer or whatever.
You'll be my son.
And I was very resistant. Like I didn't want to go with her because I didn't know her. She was a stranger, and I wanted her to leave me alone. And eventually, my mom comes running up, and the whole thing was.
So she was helping look for you,
corral me, trying to find my parents.
Yeah. She
But I
made the
didn't
right
understand
call.
that. Then there was another time, and I told the story earlier this morning about my family took a vacation to the Bahamas, and I went snorkeling. They got me a mask and snorkeling fins, and I was gone.
Yeah.
And I was gone for hours, just out in the water.
And the last thing they've handed you is something that could conceivably have resulted in your drowning death.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, how old were you at this point?
At that point, I was in fourth grade, something like that. And so I remember getting back to the beach and my mom frantic. Like, we've been looking for you everywhere. I'm like, what? I was
Did you feel
looking at a barracuda over there.
Did you sense her was there remorse? Was she emotional? Because I remember.
Yes, but it didn't register with me much.
Because you're fourth grade.
My mom is in it, crying, and I'm like, what? What's the big deal? And then the other time, the really stupid time was, and this is pre-K as well, I think. But anyhow, my sister and I got into a fight, which we did all the time, and she was charged with looking after me and maybe a couple of other kids, and the parents had left. I forgot where we were. And I was like, I've had enough. I'm out of here. So I took off.
I'm blowing this popsicle stand.
And I just headed down. And I think I told them I was leaving, and my sister didn't believe me or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, well, I'll show you. And I headed down the road. And so I'm young enough to where we had a family friend. His name was Ricky. He had a motorcycle. I thought was the coolest thing in the world.
Right.
And Ricky was a teenager. He was probably like 16, 17 years old or whatever. And I saw a guy coming by on a motorcycle. I'm like, oh, it's Ricky. And I start waving to him.
Gotta be Ricky.
And he comes over, and I realize it's not him. And I'm like, oh, I'm looking for Ricky, Ricky Bowling. And the guy goes, yeah, I know him. And he goes, can you take me to, sure, get on. So I got on the motorcycle.
He let you on. That's the other crazy part. Of some random kid was like, "Can you?"
It was the 1970s.
Yeah, can you let me on? Sure, kid.
So he throws me on, and then he takes me to where he thought Ricky's house was. It wasn't his house.
Oh no.
So I show up, and I'm like, it looked vaguely familiar, and I go to the house, and I don't recognize anything, and so I hit the road again.
Oh my God.
And I went out and I kept on walking.
You have a
This is
motorcycle at the
hours
bar?
later, I'm walking around.
Jesus.
And my Uncle Tony comes riding up in a car, and he thought it was funny, actually, which he would. And he picked me up, and then apparently I found out that the police had been called and all this stuff. And so, yeah, that was me. I was the wanderer.
I don't care what's up your ass. You need
So
I wasn't as bad, but I did my share of wandering. And one of the ones where I thought, okay, my young life is coming to an end. At the end of our neighborhood, construction of new homes began.
Oh, yeah. That's the best.
You might as well put a goddamn Disneyland.
Damn right.
And I mean, like the edict was be back in an hour for dinner.
Right.
It's like 10 o'clock at night. I completely lost track. I mean, playing in unfinished basements, lumber around nails, all this stuff. And I remember by chance, my dad took a swing through that area.
Uh-huh.
And then I heard the voice in the dark, and I'm like, oh no. Oh, boy. I'm going to die. But they were scared crapless. My dad, less so. He knew I was fairly resourceful. But to see my mom like
that
so
upset.
Oh, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm such a, and even a kid, I didn't even know what the word douche meant, but it sort of came to mind.
Right.
I'm a douchebag for doing this.
I'm going to go to some calls. I have Scott who will be joining us. Let's talk to him first. Hey, Scott. Morning, brother.
Good morning. Sorry to bother you guys at work.
It's all good, my man. What's going on?
Hey, I was probably about 5, 6 years old, and my mother took me out to the Grand Run Mall. We were doing some, I guess, clothes shopping or whatever, and she had to run in at the last minute to the card store there and said, stay out here by the fountain. Now, I had ADHD back then, too, and always ran around and wandered. So next thing you know, I saw, like, I guess a quarter or something in the fountain, and I decided to reach in for it, and I went in, and I didn't know how to swim, and I didn't realize this thing was only, I don't know, a couple inches deep, but I was flailing around in there like I was drowning, and then somebody pulled me out. My mother said all she hears is this person screaming, and the first thing she thought of was, oh, my God, it's got to be Scott. And she said as soon as she walked outside, sure enough, there I am standing there soaking wet.
Oh, my God.
I love the idea of you in just a couple of inches believing you're going to drown.
Oh, my God.
Yes. I didn't know how to swim. I was, like I said, I was 5, 6 years old. I didn't know how to swim yet, and the nice thing was my cousins and my aunt only lived like right around the corner, so my mom was able to take me over there to put me in my cousin's clothes and stuff. So
Your cousin was a girl.
Have some dry stuff, but she was not happy with me.
Wow. And Scott, is this the story of your life, or was this the one incident and then you got your crap together after that?
No, I still always was ADHD and roamed around, but I still got my act together. I'm actually a police officer now.
There you go. Good for you, man.
All right, Scott. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man.
You guys, as having kids, and it used to be you'd see them for a while, and I think they kind of went away because they looked a little bit too slavish.
You're talking about the leashes?
The leashes.
Yeah.
And did you guys? No,
we
never used it.
Any of your kids wander?
Not as bad as I did.
Okay.
No.
Did you think it's more part and parcel of another time? You know, where
Maybe some of it, but Rochelle's like a hawk. And she's on it. You know, she doesn't let anybody stray.
No, none of my kids ever did. In fact, when we would go to like the supermarket or something like that, I would always try and lose them. But keep them within eye shot. But like if I'm just like walking, I like duck behind a display and just see how long it takes for them to realize.
Another regular thing for me, and it happened many, many times, where you would hear this announcement over the loudspeaker in the department store.
Yeah.
We have a lost little boy up here. He's wearing a red jacket, and we're looking for his parents to come and see him.
Yeah.
He answers to the name Preston. I mean, like, that was a regular occurrence for me.
So that happened once years ago before.
This is terrible.
Before Modell's used to be a sports.
It was more of like a department
store.
Okay.
And I always loved animals, and for some reason, this Modell's had a pet section, and this syphilitic monkey.
What?
Was there, and so I just was mesmerized by this thing.
Too.
And I'm like, and I lost track of my parents.
Was it labeled as the syphilitic monkey?
I assumed, even in my younger years, that it had to have some sort of social disease. And I felt, but I was just mesmerized by it. And somehow I kept going back, and I heard I was the subject of I got lost and I couldn't find my parents. I remember freaking out, and they put me up, and it's hard to explain that you're watching a syphilitic monkey.
Right. I'm going to go to Marcus on our phone line. Hey, Marcus, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
Good, buddy. All right, so is this a story about you wandering around?
Yeah, this is me wandering. So when I was a little one, again, this is a story, not from my memory. I was about 4 years old, and I had ran away from home, went to, at the time it was a Pathmark. I think they're closed by now. And I was stealing grapes, stealing food, doing all kinds of fun stuff. Parents had no idea where I was, and I obviously didn't know where I was. And police ended up getting called. My parents come, they pick me up. And I was definitely a wanderer when I was a kid.
So you wandered to the supermarket? Your parents weren't even shopping at the supermarket?
Nope. They weren't even shopping. I grew up in a big family. There was 5 kids total. This is back in the 90s, different time.
So I will bet you your frame of mind, Marcus, was, so you said you ran away from home. And the first thing you think is, well, I'm going to need food.
I got to get food.
And so you head to the grocery store. That's probably it.
You got to get supplies.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know?
Lean into supplies.
Very resourceful.
Which Pathmark was this, Marcus?
We used to live over in Bensalem,
Okay.
and I couldn't tell you exactly where, but
Okay.
I love that story. My parents have a ton of them. I'll be quick with this next one. I was probably around the same age. I had wandered off into my dad's pickup truck, put the keys in and put it in neutral, started rolling downhill.
Oh, my God.
No.
And my mom has to come running to the truck, put it in park. I was definitely a crazy wanderer when I was.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't even get to wander in that case. I mean, when just going off and, as you said, Preston, being missing for a couple of hours.
Oh, my God.
So in this case, the parents, I guess, to the first sign, they were looking, and then, is that your son walking on the monorail? And the monorail had been closed. Obviously, they had a gate, and somehow the kid got through.
Yeah. Yep. Hang on. Going to line 6.
Yeah, because this is the parents' fault, not the kid's fault.
All right, we're going to go to Bob. Hi, Bob. Good morning.
Good morning. Hogginsy's app.
What was that?
How can she slap?
Oh, how can she slap?
Okay.
I thought he said Hawkinsy's app.
Hawkinsy's app.
I'm like, wow, is that a new app? I'm not familiar with it. Have you guys tried the Hawkinsy's app? How can she slap? What's up, buddy?
And at Preston like this, my name's Bob Jones, and I'm a golfer.
Oh, nice. Love it. All right, what's your story, Bob?
So my son's 6 years old. It's his birthday. So we're having we have a bowling party, and there's like 10 other kids there. A few of the other parents are there. So, but the kids are bowling. They're in the arcade, whatever. We have cake in the whole 9 yards, and it's time to leave. So we're cleaning everything up. Some of the parents are helping us. We take everything out to the cars, and my son apparently wandered off. So my wife and I get in the car. Everybody leaves. We're going back to our house. And my wife's like, my son's name is Brandon. She's like, where's Brandon? I'm like, I don't know. Where is he? And turns out he wandered away, and we actually left him at the bowling alley.
Oh, no. Yeah, that can, if you're not paying close enough attention, the little ones can get away.
Well, it's the basis of the Home Alone movie. Yeah.
It literally happened to my friends.
We didn't get all the way home, but they didn't call us, so we went back, and turns out he had like $1 on him. He was trying to buy food at the concession thing or whatever.
Okay.
Well, good for you, man. Good, yeah. Good. So, Preston, in the times you wandered off, were you scared at any point?
No.
Because you become blissfully unaware.
The only time I was scared was I told you about getting the motorcycle ride, and then he dropped me off, and then I didn't know where I was.
I don't know this house.
That did make me afraid. So I was scared.
Yeah,
at that point.
Totally
but the other times, no, I was having a good old adventure. Really, is what I was doing.
But what just happened to Bob, that sort of happened to my friends, where they were all at a Phillies game, and there was a whole big group of people, and the husband and wife went into the game separately. Husband thinking that the wife had son, the wife thinking husband had son, and nobody had son. And so he was left behind in the tailgate area. And then luckily there was like another grown up there. But like literally this kid, he found this kid hiding under a truck.
Oh,
he was so scared.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the Goldbergs episode? I assume it was based on a real occurrence, but they go to see, I think it's, they were at Vet Stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he goes up to he's pee shy. And so he's trying to find a bathroom where he can go pee by himself. He gets lost, and so the dad is just frantic and eventually just resorts to sitting on the hood of the car, watching everyone come out as best he can, and then finally the kid wanders out.
I'm going to go we have Benjamin joining us on the Xfinity mobile guest line. Yo, Benjamin, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. You got any rye bread?
Rye bread?
We're all out of rye bread. What's up, man?
All right. Well, I'll have to get some else for my sandwich. So I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, and my sister is about 5 years younger than I am. And in 1979, right around the same time, about 20 children were killed by a serial killer. My sister took it upon herself at around 7 years old to go explore the creek behind our house. It was several hours later and several miles away that she was finally found. But you can imagine she was very much walked like a hawk after that, and so were all of us.
So what was this? There was a serial killer in your
area? They never solved it,
Wayne,
Steve.
Wayne Williams was convicted of killing 21 kids.
He was convicted?
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Was originated in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Wow. Now I remember that when that happened, I thought they never got the guy. Wow.
No, well, they convicted a guy named Wayne Williams, and there's a group of people who are now questioning whether he was really the actual person.
Okay.
I couldn't speak to the evidence there, but I think it stopped after they found him.
Well, but your sister. So the height of this was going on, and your sister wanders miles away from the house.
Correct. There was a very large wooded area behind our house that went for miles, and it's really more of a storm drain.
Yeah.
But when it rained, it was a creek, and then as a 7-year-old or a 6-year-old, she thought it was really cool, and she just kept going.
How do you not have a guy friggin' heart attack?
Yeah.
There's a serial killer out there.
Appreciate it, man. So I remember there was one time where me and some friends did, and this was, we lived in kind of a rural area where there was a creek, and we followed it for miles.
That's what you do.
And kind of got lost, even though all you have to do is turn around and walk straight back following the creek. But I mean, that was, and also, Steve, you had asked if it was a when me wandering around was because of the time and the way it was a little bit maybe because I've told you guys before, like we had a dinner bell.
Yeah.
Like we would
Likewise.
go, it'd be like, run around, go do whatever you want, wherever you want, as long as you're in earshot of the bell.
Yep.
And then we'd hear the bell and come running back for dinner.
Be it.
It was up or, be home by dusk. So it was a little more free.
Yeah. It was basically like when the streetlights come on, that's when you need to go home.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what you're doing.
By the way, that was the rule with me in that development. That was going, but there were no streetlights. So that would have been my tip off.
Yeah.
Not that it was dark. That the streetlights weren't on.
And you know what's funny is our rule was not the streetlights. That was everybody else's rule in the neighborhood. And basically it was like, all right, whenever the last kid went in the house, that's when I went home.
Okay. All right. I want to go to this. I want to go to this story. We were talking about Hershey Park and this young kid. He was, I think he was 8 years old. They found him on top of the monorail. It was closed, but he had wandered away from his parents. And then that got us on this conversation of wandering away from your parents. He ended up on top of this monorail. And he's okay, and everything was fine, but it was tense for a few minutes. But let me go to, is it line, where'd she go?
Oh, line 5.
Is it line 5?
Yeah, the door.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Casey. All right. Why can't I freaking see this? Here we go. Hi, Jenna, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yeah, Zeus, guys, how are you doing?
Wonderful, Jenna. All right, you gotta jump in with your story here.
So every year, my grandfather's company that he worked for had like a family gathering for all of the employees at Dorney Park.
Okay.
And, in the pavilion, so there's food, alcohol, and since, the grandparents were there, my parents took that as, this is my, free time. I'm going to get as wasted as I want, and the grandparents are going to take care of the kids. So the one year, it's, me and my family, and my mom has the bright idea, as she's obliterated, that she wants to go on all the roller coasters. And me being the kid that I was, I loved roller coasters, and she started dragging me to all the roller coasters. And I'm, looking at her like, this lady is crazy. I don't feel comfortable. What is going on? So I finally, get away from her because she, has me by my shirt because she's out of her mind. And I start going back to the pavilion, and I'm 10 or so I'm she'll figure it out for herself. I feel unsafe. I'm going to go away. For 4 hours, we didn't know where she was. We had people calling over the intercoms hey, please return to the pavilion. They, shut down a bunch of rides just to be able to find my mom, who was lost in Dorney Park.
Your mom was lit up and lost in Dorney Park.
Yes.
So, did she come just stumbling in at one point, or did somebody find her?
She came stumbling back at one point, and I heard about it. I was grounded for the entire rest of the summer. But yeah, and I try to explain to her. I was like, look, I did not want to go on roller coasters with you. I was scared, and she was just like, I'm your mother. I'm going to tell you what to do, when to do it. And I'm like,
how did she turn this around on you, man?
Yeah.
She got hammered. You're getting away from her.
That's what I was like.
So you kind of snuck away from her. But what did she do? Was she looking for you for 4 hours?
she thought I was still with her.
How the hell do you think you have a child with you that's not with you? Wouldn't you, like when you're getting into the roller coaster, do you have and you see no one sitting in the seat next to you? Isn't that your tip off?
Apparently not.
Jesus. Jenna, did your mom ever get to rehab or anything?
Oh, still waiting for that.
Okay. All right.
She's still adoring
God.
Jesus.
All right. Thank you, Jenna.
That's heavy.
Appreciate it.
That's just not lit up. That's bomb.
Yeah, that's somebody absolutely hammered. Let me see. I'm going to go to MC, who is joining us. MC, you're on the air. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. When my son was 3 years old, I had just had my second child, and it was like 8 weeks after she was born. So we decided to take my son to Sesame Place to have a nice day with him. We were standing in line for the log flume, and it was just me and my son. My husband was somewhere else, I don't know. And he comes up to me and he says, "Where's Michael?" And I said, "Right here." And I was holding a little kid's hand. And he said, "That's not Michael." So apparently I grabbed the kid's hand in front of me, thought it was my son, and my son had wandered off to go look at all of the water coming up out of the fountain.
Oh, no.
It was only about 10 minutes, but it was the worst 10 minutes of my life.
Oh,
so I figured that's,
You're holding some
horrible.
kid's hand, so to the outside world it looks as if you're abducting another child, while your own child is wandering around looking at water.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Do you know...
How did this end, MC?
My husband ran to go get him and find out, try to find him where he was. He was over, wasn't too far away, but it was where the water comes up out of the ground.
Yes.
And, and he was playing at that and trying to figure out how it works.
Okay, but what about this mystery kid? What
did the kid have parents?
They adopted him.
We call him Bombo.
He was actually standing in line in front of me. So apparently I guess I just looked at the top of his head, saw blonde hair, and just grabbed his hand.
Sure.
And he just went along with it.
He went along with it, yeah.
Lady, why are you?
He didn't want to upset the crazy woman. Who knows? She's deranged.
What's the difference? One kid with blonde hair.
As long as the pictures would match up a little bit, you're fine.
You came there with one, you left with two. Whatever. It's bonus day. That's crazy, MC. How long ago was this, you think?
Well, my son is, it was like 21 years ago, but I have never forgotten it. It was the most horrible moment of my life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it only takes a moment. Thank you, MC, by the way. I mean, even if the confusion like that lasts for 5 minutes, it's an eternity. Like you immediately, there are a series of emotions that you go through: panic and fear and thinking the worst.
On the parents' end, on the kids' end, then I remember one time, you guys with the beach, wandering off on the beach, right?
Yeah.
Have your kids done that?
No, but it did happen to my.
I would do it all the time.
Yeah, no, it happened with my best friend's son, and then also happened with I want to say my brother's son as well. And that's when we found out. Follow the wind. Like if the kid is wandering off on the beach, they generally don't like to walk into the wind. So the wind will always be at their back.
So there was a horrible, crappy beach, Long Island, called Crab Meadow Beach. Sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Crab Meadow Beach. And I wandered away. And I don't know, in a kid's mind, I remember thinking, I must be in Russia now. I didn't recognize anything. And I didn't realize they had a speaker system as well. And to my kid's mind, they put the call out, and my dad, like in slow motion, David Hasselhoff is running towards me on the beach. And I remember thinking, even he had been scared because I was away for a while, so I didn't get my ass kicked.
I want to go to Matthew next on the Xfinity mobile guest line. Matthew, morning to you, brother.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning to see you. What's happening, man?
Nothing much. When I was in second, third grade, my elementary school, they had a fair every year. And one of those years, I got stuck in a moon bounce.
Okay. Do tell.
So I saw all the cool kids. They were sitting on top of the little wall that was inside the moon bounce. So I wanted to do that when it was my turn to go in. So I got up, over to the corner, tried to pull myself up. and I just sort of fell head first into like this partition that was in the corner.
Okay.
And there was like no way for me to go back the way I came.
So you were stuck head first in this thing?
I was able to stand upright, but I wasn't able to crawl my way back out.
So you were sort of sandwiched in.
You were pinned, yeah.
Yeah, so I was getting bounced around from, all the other kids that were on the other side.
Yeah.
So the only way out was I saw a white light at my feet. So I went
towards the light.
I went towards the light. Well, the only thing that I could get out was my head. So my head was the only thing sticking out outside of the moon bounce.
Oh, my God.
And people didn't see this?
Not until later. It wasn't until some lady, she looked over, and I'm like screaming my head off. and she was like, oh, okay. And apparently my mom was running around on inside the moon bounce looking for me. She didn't know where I was.
So I'm assuming that where your head was sticking out was like towards the back of the attraction or something like that. Okay.
Yeah. Towards the back.
Oh my
back
God.
into the side. So my mom finally comes. My sister's there. She's like a couple years younger. She's crying. My mom's crying. They decide, okay, we're going to try to get you out. So they just start yanking on my head.
Oh, no.
You were actually being reborn.
You were.
Yeah.
You're coming through.
You were crowning. Yeah.
And I legit thought this is going to be my life from now on. They're going to have to feed me with a spoon and,
You're the boy in the bubble. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
How did they get you out eventually?
So eventually they decide, the carny that was running the thing, he decided he's going to have to deflate it. And one of the most horrific things I've ever seen in my entire life is a carny with a Bowie knife between his 4 teeth crawling towards me.
We're going to get you out of here. You stay right there.
Don't worry. I've done this in prison.
Oh, my God. Matthew,
Jesus.
How old are you now, Matt?
I am 34.
Wow.
That's a hell of a story, man.
And does that story come up from time to time?
It's come up every now and again.
Yep.
Why I have problems going in confined spaces.
Sure, yeah.
You still talk to your therapist about it to this day. All right, thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, man. Well, it's, there's all kinds of adventurous kids, and this one certainly is, and ended up on top of the monorail at Hershey Park.
Thank God it ended on a positive. With a hero.
Most definitely. So, well, thank you for sharing. We appreciate it. And know that I am a wanderer as well. I eventually got out of that phase, thank goodness. And it didn't catch to my kids. But be careful. Keep an eye on everybody if you can. All right, we do need to take a break, and you're in luck because our friends at Wawa have stopped by, and they are partnering with Saquon Barkley of the Eagles to celebrate the return of football season and excite customers with an exclusive limited-time Wawa hoagie. It's called the Saquon, and it's oven roasted turkey, American cheese, lettuce, onions, and spicy mustard. If you would like a $50 gift card to Wawa, we'll take caller number 16 at 610-660-9333, and you will be good to go. So come and get it now. We're going to take a break. When we get back, we continue the Back School A to Z. We're in the good portion of the G's, and we got the B file on the way, too. So stay with us.
But I do that for like my address, right? Rather than typing my address out every single time when I need to do that, I just type in the letters of my house or the numbers of my house, and my address comes right up.
That's cool.
By the way, here's a text that says, I use voice to text so often that sometimes I accidentally dictate punctuation when I'm leaving a voicemail. So I'll be like, hi, John, comma. And I'll actually say that leaving a voicemail.
I haven't gotten that bad, but I've done fairly lengthy texts with the speech app, and it works well.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does. You do have to be on your game. You can't slip up once, because if you go through a 3 or 4 sentence thing and you screw up, then you got to start from the beginning. You can't jump in again and fix the part that's wrong.
By the way, here's a text that says, hi, I wanted to RSVP for the ass licking party.
Polite.
Kathy, is there room left?
Stop it.
How did you beat COVID? Well, I used an unconventional treatment.
It's very unconventional.
The trick is finding a doctor willing to do it.
Casey, I think you saw the guy that's the president of that club down the shore this past summer. He had a big white truck and sat on the back.
Yeah, I eat A.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I was like, where are you going with this one?
All right. Well, that sounds like it was fun for the recipient, Kathy.
Yeah, that was super fun.
that took place.
Well, maybe you'll see them in some sort of professional function.
Much, Kathy. Well, if you guys didn't know, Kathy had the Rona. She got past it, but there are some lingering effects, and a lot of people have dealt with this lack of taste thing.
Would it be safe to say that it licked her ass?
I think it licked her ass. Now, if you don't know about that, she had texted someone that it kicked her ass and accidentally typed in licked her ass. And this wasn't a close personal friend either. It was more of a casual relationship. And
I love it.
Took it to another level. But so your sense of taste, at what point? Because listen, when you get a cold, when you get the flu, it's standard that happens, but it doesn't linger afterwards. So did this happen at the onset of symptoms, or did this happen later on?
No, so I was like a few days into having COVID, and I had congestion too. So, sometimes, like you said, like if you have congestion, you have a cold or whatever, like, taste won't be there. So that's what I kept telling myself. I was like, no, I think it's that, because there was like a little bit still there. So I'm like, maybe it's just the congestion, like normal, and I'm not really losing my taste. No. And then flash forward, now we're a few weeks in, and my taste is, I would say my taste is like 0 to 10%. I don't know. Maybe today I'll see.
Yeah.
I thought maybe at one point it was coming back. I had yellow mustard. I told you guys this, but I don't know if it was like whatever. I don't know. Whatever.
You don't know if it was like the spices in the mustard,
right,
that,
exactly.
as opposed to its actual flavor.
Yeah.
It's like, it's nothing you would be able to compare it to in life. I mean, it's such
So
a unique
weird.
thing to have happen.
Yeah.
And so for the most part, people have what they call the long Rona, still, even they eventually get their taste back, but it can be a while.
God,
I've seen stories of people that have gone like a year without having taste. My grandmother, this was a long time ago, went years a loss of taste.
Is that right? What
and
caused
then
it?
It just came back.
Right.
I don't know. We never found out.
And now she's a food critic.
No, she's dead.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, she couldn't taste anything, and then it just came back around one day.
What's weird here, and not to like sound too alarming here, but there is something cerebral going on there, which is like a little bit scary, don't you think?
So I heard a doctor talk about it and why, and it all stems from the nose and like the blood vessels that are in the nose.
The nose.
And again, I just watched like a quick video, so hopefully that's accurate. But that's what he was saying, and like my sense of smell, I think I have a little bit of it. Like I would say maybe like 25%. Like if I stick my nose in something, I might be able to identify.
Well, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I mean, so your olfactory senses inform your taste to some degree. I don't know what the percentage is.
Hey, if you were going to lick someone's ass, now is the
Yeah.
time to do it.
No,
Kathy.
This is the time to do it.
We can give away mixed martial arts
do it.
tickets.
All right, so what we've decided to do, and actually it was Kathy's idea, we're going to do a taste test this morning of some various things and see if she can identify. Now they have various consistencies to them, so that might be a clue into what you might be tasting. But nonetheless, we want to see if you can identify. And some of these things are very strong flavors. We're not throwing anything.
All right.
You're not going to taste anything effed up. We're not
like
doing
toilet water.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
You wouldn't
It's
know
all
what that tastes
legit.
like anyway.
It's all edible, and
Or
you'll
like,
be fine.
Is there a
foot
chance?
shavings?
Yeah,
None
foot
of
shavings.
that.
No,
nothing
Is there a
gross.
chance that this might, because of the wide variety to her palate, is it possible this might kickstart your taste back up?
Ooh.
Possibly.
I also read a lot about that. People trying to do that using like pepper, and there was another thing where if you like burn an
burnt orange.
peel. Yeah,
Carter told me about it yesterday. He's like, "Ooh, there's this thing," and I saw it, and I was like, "Really?" And he goes, "He goes, hang on." He looks at me, and he goes, "Oh, it's not real. Never mind."
Not real.
Yeah,
like people were trying it, but there's no scientific evidence that it works.
All right.
Hang on, let me go to Steve real quick. Steve lost his taste. Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Hey, how you guys doing?
All right, buddy. So, did you have Corona?
Yes, last year.
Okay, and how long has it been since you've been able to taste anything?
over 400 days.
400 days.
Now, Steve, let me ask you a question because you're not necessarily eating for taste anymore. Have you lost?
I am anger eating.
Yeah,
Anger eating.
All right. So, have you lost any weight as a result, or nothing's changed?
You know what? Everybody says, "Oh, you must have lost so much weight." I lost some in the beginning. I lost a lot. But as time goes on, I'm just anger eating. I'll buy Reese's Cups and I'll be like, damn it, I'm going to taste these Reese's Cups. And I don't.
Steve, do you feel, and you're like constantly searching for it, right? Like you constantly, you're like, okay, let me try this. Maybe there'll be a little bit there.
Yeah, and the only thing is I have had twinges of, like, if somebody has like a lemon cookie or a lemon cupcake, I might get like the taste of lemon with the first bite, and then it's gone. Like, there's just nothing.
Steve, so this would not affect, though, your hunger, right? Hunger is...
Oh, no, of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Yeah.
That's the best part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
You still have to eat. You just have no joy in any of it. I'm like I always say it's like Captain Barbossa in Pirates of the Caribbean. They just want to watch Keira Knightley eat because they have no joy.
Right. They can't experience. Well, but look. I mean, statistically, you should get a return, but there's no guarantee it's going to be, anytime soon. But man, my heart goes out to you.
I've tried the other things. Like my wife has been getting me to, try this smell therapy where you smell coffee grinds, you smell oranges, you smell.
But they say that takes like years to actually kick in and work because it's supposed to be like based on your memory.
Yeah, it's really weird. And then I eat things because like pizza. I know what pizza tastes like,
right?
So I eat it. But now I'm more concerned with like texture. So I'll eat things that like I always want nachos because nachos have crunch, they have sauce, they have But December 9th, 2020 was my my last day.
All right, man.
Steve, were you vaccinated?
Yeah, and boosted.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was all after.
I know there's connections to any of this stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel for you. Hang in there. Hopefully it'll come back around.
Preston, what about you, man?
If I lost my sense of taste,
forget it.
I would be so upset.
It's so weird.
I find so much joy in eating.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I guess wouldn't you switch to a healthier eating habit?
Well,
if you don't
I'm pretty healthy. You're pretty healthy too.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're going crazy.
Right.
But
so
why
I
eat
eat very healthy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
The little,
because of the texture.
The little treats.
Yeah, but it's the texture. Like Steve said, you're constantly searching for something. So you could sit there and eat healthy, but it's like you so for me, melted cheese, that texture.
Does that give you pleasure?
Yes.
Okay.
So
now, that's because I can't taste anything.
Like zero sugar ice cream. And stuff like
can't you
that,
find something that
will approximate it?
That approximates the texture and that is not
putty
loaded with.
Case, you could.
Yeah.
Those are great putty.
Amy said she did the orange trick and it worked.
All right.
Oh, well, if this is the case, then we need to do this after the contest.
We'll try.
Get an orange.
I would love to go to these calls, but listen, I want to go through this and see if she can identify these things or not. So let's give this a try. We're going to be drinking things, by the way. We're not going to be eating.
Oh my God, she's lost her
She's
sense of
dead.
balance.
She can't stand
up. You okay?
Tripped over her own headphones.
I had to move, and I tripped over my headphones.
Okay.
Oh, the headphones.
So we have all grabbed some things from our cabinets and refrigerators and brought them in. And, I have the sheet here. Don't look over here.
Yeah, don't look.
She's not wearing her glasses.
No, she's getting blindfolded. She's blind and no taste.
And Marissa, are we putting the mask on her or no?
We're putting because
it covers up her nose.
Exactly.
So we have a
But
full.
I do want to try to smell it afterwards if I
mask.
can't taste it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll figure this out.
This is a legitimate. Should we be wearing goggles and lab coats?
So here's what we'll do. Marissa has put all these in numbered cups, little shot glasses, and Kathy's going to sip it, and we'll just have her guess. And I've got the list here, and then I'll reveal what it is, and we'll see if she gets anywhere near it.
Okay.
The password is.
Yeah.
So do you want me to put these goggles on?
Do you want to eliminate the smell as well fully?
I mean, listen, I can sip it. If you hand it to me, I can sip it without smelling it. Because I want to see if my sense of smell is there or not afterwards.
All right, let's leave him off as long as it doesn't tip you off. So, Marissa, give her number one. We'll start with us. We can go in order. This is a good
Number one.
Marissa, I don't know where you are.
order that we have, and she'll.
Okay.
She'll put it in your hand. Okay.
Man, I can smell it.
Do you know where your mouth is?
Shut up. All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah, take a sip.
Don't smell.
All right.
And see
I'm
what
not
you
going
think.
to smell.
You can shoot the whole thing.
Don't smell.
Probably don't drink the whole thing. You need to save some room. Okay, so you getting any sensation?
Something. It's like, yeah, it's not water.
Okay, not water.
It's I want to say like a I want to say sauce, but it's not that thick, so
Okay.
it's not a sauce. But that's what I'm getting. Like I would something like a pasta sauce or something.
Pasta sauce. So she's guessing pasta sauce.
Okay, and what is it, Preston?
It's a sauce.
Wait. Let me smell it. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, she just spilled it on her sweater. She just spilled it on the carpet.
Mackle farts.
You picked the wrong one to spill, too.
Yeah, you did. That's going to stain.
All right, get her sweater quickly. Kathy, take your top off quickly.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. You're legitimately handicapped.
I have to touch the boob.
Marissa, let me clean her.
By the way, go on YouTube now if you ever wanted to see Marissa feel up Kathy.
Oh, my God, dude. Now go a little slowly.
I almost have it out. There we go.
Oh, my God.
Preston, can you smell it on that side of the console?
No, not from where I'm sitting now.
Because I absolutely can, and the smell is very distinct.
Can I guess now?
Yeah, what is it?
Smell it. Is it hot sauce?
No, it is not.
Oh.
Kathy, that is soy sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's way off. Not even clear.
And by the way, she took a sip. Like most people would go, "Whoa!"
Yeah, it's soy sauce is very strong. It's very, very salty.
All right, wait.
And you could only handle a little bit of that straight, but she shot quite a bit of it. Yes.
All right, I can't see, so I don't want to spill it again. Marissa, where's my water? A little bit. All right, here we go.
Oh my God!
I need 2 sips of water.
Helen Keller had it
Okay.
together.
Let's go with number 2. Don't spill this one either.
You can do it.
The microphone is right in front of you, so don't hit it. All right.
Don't tip it or tilt it.
Take a sip of this and see what you think. All right. So, by the way, Kathy's lost her sense of taste. Let's see. We're testing this out on her, and if you're just tuning in, that's what we're doing.
All right.
So tomorrow morning we broadcast live from the Wells Fargo Center, formerly the Wells Fargo Center.
That's right.
Now the Xfinity Mobile Arena. We'll be on the roof, so if you want to come by and take a peek, absolutely. And of course, we'll be streaming live. You'll be able to see that vantage point. We'll have some guests, and we're excited for this little adventure that we're taking.
I'm surprised at how excited I am. I think it's going to be cool to see the skyline from that vantage point, to be up in that position under the sign.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I'm looking forward to it. And we have some potentially interesting things going on.
Weather's looking great,
Yeah.
Make sure you're with us tomorrow. All right, B-File time. Here we go.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. Pella is celebrating 100 years of innovation with 40% off of installation or 0% APR for 24 months. You can visit PellaPhilly.com today. All right, so this was my favorite story of the weekend. A Florida woman has been accused of installing fake veneers without a dental license. Her name is Emily Martinez. She was arrested after her dental work allegedly left multiple victims with infections and damaged teeth. And police say the 35-year-old used super glue to affix veneers to victims' mouths.
Do they have any pictures of the work she's done?
I did not see any, but I have an idea of what they might look like.
Nutty Professor level?
Martinez reportedly administered the service at the Tap In Beauty Bar in Pinellas Park, Florida, where she marketed herself as a veneer technician. She offered to install veneers for $3,000 a set. Now, real veneers can cost over $1,000 per tooth. So this is a bargain that you're getting.
What a savings.
And because Martinez was unlicensed and had received no formal schooling, multiple victims had to get emergency dental work done to undo the damage.
How would you do that if you have veneers super glued to your own teeth?
Yeah, I don't know. And also, I don't, what
Why?
Dude.
Don't you have...
It's so stupid.
Any idea that somebody's going to find out that this is not a good idea and you're going to get busted right away?
I have a great dentist who operates out of a van.
Police Sergeant Wendy Vader said they actually had to pay thousands of dollars to get their teeth fixed, and some of them had to wait for the infection to clear and go get their teeth fixed. So officials became aware of Martinez when 2 victims reported they had endured complications from veneer installations. Police say Martinez may have also performed dental work on kids and that she might have used different names and businesses to conceal her crimes.
Do you remember years ago there was a company that was selling vampire teeth, and it came with what they billed as a dental adhesive, and people could not get them off.
She has since been charged with fraud and practicing dentistry without a license.
Yeah, you need one of those.
Another Florida story. The mother of a high school student who was body slammed by a teacher while playing musical chairs said she plans to file a lawsuit and press charges against those involved. Joanna Milliken has retained legal counsel after her daughter, 16-year-old Nyla, suffered a concussion and bruised ribs when a male teacher slammed her to the ground during the last round of musical chairs at a pep rally on Friday. Joanna had posted a video on TikTok showing the moment when her daughter was thrown to the ground by the man.
Overly competitive.
After that, two people can be seen helping the student stand up while the man celebrated that he had won the game.
Yeah, that just happened.
Yeah. Nyla said he was a little too close to me from the beginning, from behind. So when the music stopped, you know how somebody pulls the chair and runs?
Oh, dude.
He said, I did that, sat down, and he ran after me, picked me up, and then slammed me. The mother said that she wants accountability. She said, nobody should even have to come or even have to deal with their kid going to the emergency room just for a teacher tackling the student on the ground over musical chairs.
Your Honor, at stake was a victory in musical chairs.
The mother said that she had a productive conversation with the school's principal. She said he was very nice, sat down, talked to me, and said that measures are being taken. And he did say that he watched a video and that he did not expect that out of a young man, and said that he didn't know what he was thinking. So Joanna also said she wants to press charges because she believes that it was an assault.
They canceled the subsequent Duck, Duck, Goose game.
They probably should have. Somebody would have gotten killed in that. All right, a woman from somewhere, a town called McAdoo. That's all I know.
McAdoo is enough.
Yeah, a McAdoo woman is facing multiple charges after police say that she smeared, it's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
She smeared feces inside and outside of a magisterial district judge's office near Frackville, leaving behind more than $1,500 in cleanup costs.
Was it just feces or was it doo-doo feces?
It was just feces. So Cheryl Annette Moody of McAdoo has been charged with institutional vandalism and at an educational facility, criminal mischief, disorderly conduct, and scattering rubbish.
There was doo-doo feces thrown all over the walls.
So surveillance footage shows Moody arriving at the court office, lifting the bag of her dress while outside, and then going into the restroom. Soon after, feces was discovered on the side of the building, on the lobby floor, and on the wall near the restroom. Police say that there were no attempts to clean the mess up before it was discovered. Cleanup was handled by ServPro Biohazard Remediation at a cost of $1,500.
So in the course of 1 year, we've had two women smearing feces.
Yeah. One did it hands-free.
Hands-free, yeah.
Technically not smearing, more just kind of dropping it off.
Projectile crapping.
Moody was identified by staff because she had also spoken to them about an unrelated matter during her visit. According to online records, Moody has been at the office that day, or had been there, to make a payment on a fine related to an unlicensed person to operate a vehicle offense. All right, then we'll do one more story, and then we will wrap it up. Actually, you know what? Now I have to do two stories, because these are both Burning Man related.
Yes.
A Utah woman gave birth in an RV restroom at the Burning Man Festival after a cryptic pregnancy. Lacey Paxman is now an aunt after her sister-in-law gave birth at the festival on Wednesday. She said it was very, very surprising. Lacey said that she was in the hospital in Reno, where the family is, and what was meant to be a fun time in the desert turned into a life-changing experience. She said, my brother Casey and his wife Kayla, this was their first time to Burning Man, said Lacey. Wednesday morning, Kayla woke up. She wasn't feeling great. Soon after, Kayla went to the RV's restroom, and to everyone's surprise, she delivered a baby girl.
Jeez.
My brother Casey ran out and said, I need help. And they were just met with so much support. A friend who was a nurse was staying at a nearby campground, came to help, and they weren't the only one. An OBGYN and a NICU nurse and a pediatrician all showed up as well.
Wow.
It was just the right place at the right time. So the interesting thing is, while the birth of the festival is surprising enough, this one came as a shock because no one knew Kayla was pregnant. Not even her. It was one of those stories, guys.
How does that even happen?
It does.
Yeah.
On rare occasions, it does. She said there were no signs of pregnancy. We're a family that goes out and does things all the time together. We were at the lake the weekend before. She was in a swimming suit. She did not look pregnant. Lacey said if they had known that Kayla was pregnant, they never would have gone to Burning Man in the first place.
Yeah, that's not where you go when you're pregnant.
She was about 35 weeks pregnant and had an ectopic pregnancy. The baby is in the NICU in Reno, is expected to be okay, but there's no word on a release time as of yet. But that's just nuts. And then, because that's one Burning Man story, I have to do another one. So we have a birth, and this is on the other side. The body of a white man was found in a pool of blood at Burning Man on Saturday. As the main event where the man burns was beginning, the body was taken to the county medical examiner. His identity is unknown. The incident unfolded when a burner had flagged down a deputy and reported that man was lying in a pool of blood. Deputies with the Bureau of Land Management Rangers went to the campsite and found the body. Law enforcement formed a perimeter around the area and began investigating, and it included interviewing bystanders, and there's no information on who it is or what happened as of yet.
Hearing these stories, I have no desire to go to Burning Man. I know people love it. I know, it's a thing, and it just seems like a huge pain in the ass.
I'd like to go.
Yeah.
I'd need an RV that has all the creature comforts of home.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be a blast.
It probably doesn't offer a lot of what I would be into.
No, I don't think that would be your scene at all. But anyway, that's what we have in the Bizarre File for you. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We will come back in just a moment. We're in the Back to School A to Z, as we have said. We're in the goods. We just played Good Golly Miss Molly. We will have a little treat from the Grateful Dead when we return. So stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment. Isn't it?
Thicker and sweet.
Okay.
Oh, so sweet you could determine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I honestly don't know what it is. I know it's sweet, and by the texture, I'm gonna say maybe like you put it. What the hell is it called?
Chick Jill?
The chocolate that you put on ice cream, like a
Hershey's, like a chocolate syrup.
Yeah, like a chocolate syrup.
She got it right.
Whoa!
Kathy, lucky you that one of the things you can taste is chocolate syrup.
Honestly, if you're going to lose anything, and keep one thing, keep your ability to taste chocolate.
Did the texture help with that?
Yeah, I think. Well, that's why I think I was able to get it.
But you definitely picked up on sweet, and you know why you probably could? Because you just had really, really salty before that.
Right before it.
Okay, let's go with number 3 and try this one out. A shot of this one. Yep.
Jinx.
All right. We'll sip of this one. Oh, wow.
I like this one.
Strong reaction from this.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Wow. So a big reaction.
Like it definitely triggered something.
Like prom night?
No, like some sort of taste buds in my mouth, but I have no idea.
Just describe. So
what it is.
Sweet, savory. What is the reaction?
No, like vinegar, maybe.
She's right. Yeah.
But here's the thing.
It doesn't taste like vinegar?
No, it's the guess is the way it made me feel.
You probably got a little tangy, sensation like you would on your tongue, like mouth watering a little bit from.
Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing. I'm smelling it, and I can't smell it either.
It was white wine vinegar.
But I could. Where's that? Is the hot sauce still? The FUD, the
chocolate
sauce.
The FUD.
What about? I think she was gonna say fudge.
Like
the FUD.
So that I can smell. I can smell the hot sauce, but I can't smell that vinegar.
That's not hot sauce. That's chocolate sauce.
Sorry, chocolate sauce.
That's what you would put on a chocolate FUD sundae.
Let's do the next one. We got to move through these. All right. So number 4, Marissa, if you would please. So she's gotten 2 out of 3 so far.
That's not
But
bad.
it was kind of guessing. And not going, yeah, that is this.
You're right. It's a combination of cues that are helping her get to the answer.
All right, Kathy. This is another one.
All right.
This one's kind of thick too.
Pondering.
I don't want any more of it, whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Does it?
Yeah.
I think so.
You don't.
Okay, I have no idea what it is.
Do you ever watch Dr. Pimple Popper? No.
Oh my God! Stop it, Steve! Don't do that to me. Can I smell it? And try it that way?
Yeah. Okay. So you don't have a guess.
Oh no.
But smelling it?
No smell.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. It's ranch dressing. Yeah, that's Hidden Valley Ranch dressing. The goat of ranch dressing.
And by the way, you guys know my sense of smell and taste. Like
incredibly acute.
Normally, I would have been. I could do this in 2 seconds. All of it.
You were able to discern between water.
Yeah,
types of water.
Different water. Seriously.
All right, next sample. This is number 5. Go ahead whenever you're ready. And this one this is very identifiable.
Okay, there's a little sweetness to this again.
Okay.
Maybe like I want to say a juice.
A juice.
Like apple juice?
Like apple juice.
She got it right.
Oh! Well, you might.
And here's the thing. I'm smelling it too. I can smell the apple juice. I mean, is it safe to say that I can, the sweet stuff,
You're picking up on sweet.
You're rocking
more so
sweet.
than anything else, yes. And you know what? A text came in and says, sweet is the last taste to be lost, even with aging. Like, that's the one that we hang on to the most.
Okay.
Don't know if there's any validity to that or not.
Well, this has nothing to do with aging.
That's why old people love pudding.
Yeah. All right, here's the next one. This is mystery drink number 6.
Mystery drink number 6.
She's grimacing.
I know this one.
What is it?
I can taste it. Is it pickle juice?
You got it.
Wow. Kathy, so that is not sweet, unless it is sweet pickles.
No, I don't know.
And you don't like pickles, do you?
No, I love pickles.
All right. Well, good for you.
So,
see, we're finding things that you'll be able to eat and taste. That's
Kathy,
great.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
chocolate and pickles.
We're curing her. You're pregnant. No, we're Preston, you're legitimately curing her.
We're getting somewhere.
We should set up an institute.
If you've had the taste issue, you should do this type of thing at home as well. You might find 1 or 2 things that stands out.
By the way, Kathy, though you can't see it, I'm wearing protective goggles.
Hey,
I had to take mine off.
You know what? And also, the caller that we had earlier, though, Kathy, had said that he could taste lemon for a moment.
Yes.
And then as he continued to eat, it would go away. So this is something you'll have to test with...
Why don't you forget the moose?
Oh, for a moment.
For a moment.
I got it.
Yeah, that
with
happened.
pickles.
That happened to my mom. She lost her taste for a really long time, and the same thing. She said it came back. She would eat, and she'd get it at the beginning of the meal, and then by like mid-meal, she couldn't taste anything.
Here's
eat quickly.
Here's the next one for you. Let's try this. This is number 7. We have 15 of these, by the way.
All right. Not a clue.
Looks like she doesn't really like the way it tastes. Or are you just
I'm not
perplexed
like a
by
huge fan. I think it's might be on the sweeter side, but it's not as sweet as that chocolate sauce.
it? Okay.
Like a pudding?
Pudding. No, it is not a pudding.
Let me smell it. Hold on.
Okay.
What kind of pudding are you drinking?
Puddings.
I smell something, but I can't. I would say pudding again.
No, it is maple syrup.
Which would be something very sweet.
Mrs. Butterworth.
Not like pudding.
No.
Is it Miss or Mrs.? Is she married?
I think it's Mrs. Butterworth.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
She's spoken for.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Mr. Butterworth is an accountant.
Here's the next one. This is number 8. We're at the pretty much the halfway point now. Let's see if you can identify this. No reaction facially. I thought for sure I would see a facial reaction from this one.
Well, I mean, you should.
I'm going in again.
Okay.
All right, this
drink
is
all of it.
It's a popular paint remover.
She shouldn't be able to say, I'm going to go again on this. No, I don't think so. Wow.
What do you think?
Wow.
I like it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait,
Preston, so we don't know. Preston has the answers.
All right, she doesn't know, so you can take a sniff and now guess after smelling it. What is it?
Is it lemon?
It is lemon juice. It's straight up lemon juice. Normally, if one is drinking straight squeezed lemon juice, you'd be puckering up and going,
Kathy, you didn't do any of that.
Not even a win.
So Preston.
So she got that wrong. She could smell it, but she couldn't taste it.
That raises the question, that reflex.
Yes.
What causes that reflex?
It's a good question.
Well, let me ask. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to try something. We're going to do a scientific experiment here. I'm going to drink this lemon juice, but I'm going to hold my nose.
Now, we've never met.
We've
right?
never, well, we have met many times, But I'm going to hold my nose so that way the smell part does it.
That's the way to do it.
It's still sour.
Like you made the face?
But your taste is intact.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if like any of that stuff was...
Kathy drank it, and there was no puckering, no pursing whatsoever.
Like, even with her drinking that, and I knowing what it is, caused my mouth to salivate a little bit.
Yes.
Because that's what I'm
a little engorged.
Your mouth will do. Well, that's great. All right, so here's Okay, this will be interesting.
Oh boy.
This is our only solid of the day.
Oh God.
All right, Kathy, go ahead.
So wait, do I have to like?
Yeah, just stick your tongue in there.
Yeah.
Stick your tongue in there.
Stick it in.
Stick it deep in there.
Ew. What? I don't like that.
I'll give you a hint. It's not sand.
Yeah, like that. It's gristly.
Yeah.
Move your tongue around.
I have no friggin' idea.
No idea. Smell it.
I feel like it's probably a spice or something, but I have no idea.
But it should be very recognizable by taste, no question. Nothing when you smell it?
I'm trying.
She's not getting it. And she's inhaling deeply.
You would know this in a
It's
heartbeat.
cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. It's just straight up cinnamon.
No.
Yeah, nothing. Even after you know, it doesn't you don't recognize it.
Not that one.
Okay.
The more you know.
If you're tuning in, Kathy lost her taste, and we're testing her on that. Let's do number 10, if you will, please. We're back to liquids now.
Okay.
Let's have a little sipperoni and see what you get from that.
Is it alcohol?
Like rubbing alcohol, yeah.
No. That's all I
She's
get.
saying
It doesn't
alcohol.
taste anything, but I feel like maybe
Like vodka?
Like a vodka
Yeah.
or something like that.
Do you get a burn from it, or
Yeah, like a little burn.
Down your throat?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's why, because it's alcohol. It's vodka.
Oh.
So she can taste that it's alcohol, and I get that, because as you... Outside of the taste in your mouth, once it goes down your throat, you get this warmness, this heat.
Right.
So,
Marissa, can I taste that one just to?
Hey, Kath, a question for you then, because I know you like to drink wine and you're pretty particular about your wines. Will you just go buy the cheapest ones possible now?
Well, no, what's funny is, because they'll probably give me a headache.
Yeah.
I was at my brother's house and, he knows what I like to drink and he didn't have it. And I go, what is this? He goes, it doesn't matter. Just drink it. You'll be fine.
Thunderbird.
When friends drop by who can't taste anything, give them the cheapest crap you've got in the house. That's why I reach for the Thunderbird.
James Mason approved. All right, here's the next one. This is number 11. You should get something for this.
11!
Let's see.
There's a reaction.
Kind of reeled
scowl.
back.
She actually did De Niro there for a second.
Yeah.
You're
I don't
talking to
like
me?
it. Whatever it is, I'm not a fan.
Not so much.
Interesting that there are bad tastes that work through.
Nick, it's not a bad taste. It's like that vinegar feeling again. Like if you were-
Okay.
So I have no idea.
That makes sense for this. Do you want to smell it?
Smell
I
it.
smell it.
You can smell it.
Smell it.
Do you smell something?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's doing De Niro again.
I don't like this. I don't know what it is. I don't like it.
It's Worcestershire sauce.
And you know what? I don't put that on anything. So
Okay. Not even in Bloody Marys? Well, it's already in Bloody Marys.
no,
usually,
I'm
so.
not a Bloody Mary fan.
Okay, all right. So no dice on Worcestershire. We've got 4 more to go.
4 more.
Here is number 12.
You've had a pretty decent degree of success, Kathy. At least your ability.
Well, the vodka one I'm kind of only half giving to her because she couldn't identify it. You should be able to tell that it was vodka.
All right. A big scowl on this one. Preston's the only one who knows what this is. Preston and Marissa. So we're guessing along.
This gave the puckering again. I don't know what it is, but again, it's like triggering something in my mouth.
Take a smell. Take a sniff. You don't know. You can't taste it.
Vinegar.
Okay.
Wow.
But it's a very specific kind of vinegar.
The kind that smells like feet.
Okay. It is apple cider vinegar.
It'll cure everything.
There's a shot of that every day, right?
That's what they say.
I should get my taste back after that.
Yes.
Right. All right, we have 3 more. This is mystery taste number 13. And let's see how you do on this one.
My stomach's going to be great after this.
I know, right? Fortunately, you're just taking little baby sips. So
You're going to be farting clouds.
All right.
So to get a reaction.
Spending some time with this one.
Okay. Not as much as a scowl from the Worcestershire. All right, so she's feeling it.
There's like something in it, some peppers or something.
Would you say Thunderbird?
It was like there was substance to it. There's particles in there.
Particles.
I don't know what it is, but it's making my mouth burn a little bit. It has
All right.
a little kick to it.
Burn a little bit. All right, but you don't know.
Can I smell it?
Sure.
Can I?
What do you think? What do you think, Ed?
Can I?
I don't know. I want to say like
good.
pickled something again.
Pickled something.
It's hot sauce.
Straight up hot sauce.
Yeah, it's
What's the title of it?
Mr. Deck's hot sauce.
This is I'm the marketing director of this company.
Yeah, the name this particular flavor is called Butt Blaster.
Oh, really?
They're out of they're out of Newport Beach, California.
I like that.
So
All
it's
right.
very.
So I wanted to throw a couple of plugs out there, a couple of butt plugs, as we call them here, so cleverly on the Preston and Steve show that I didn't get a chance to get to earlier. I apologize. I got this from Tessa Hulfish and Melissa Bash, B-A-C-H-E, Bash. So she said, hey, Preston, hope you guys are doing well. Reaching out to kindly request a shout out on your station to help spread the word about a special community event happening in the Lehigh Valley on Saturday, September 6th. We're celebrating the grand opening of what's called the Sensory Village. It's a brand new, inclusive, sensory-based play space for children of all abilities and is located in Albertus, Pennsylvania. She said our mission is to provide a welcoming, supportive environment where children can learn, explore, and grow through sensory-rich play, especially those with sensory processing difficulties or differences, autism or developmental needs. And we're also offering some parent support workshops and inclusive community events. If you're able to give it a quick mention during your community segment or morning show, it would mean so much to us and the families who could benefit. Thank you so much for considering this, Gadzooks. So, again, it's called the Sensory Village, and it's in Albertus, Pennsylvania, and the website is thesensoryvillage.com. So,
sounds cool.
If you or you know someone who has kids with similar issues, you got to reach out to these guys. That sounds like a really cool resource to tap into. Here is another one that says, hey, guys, all right, today to spread the word about an upcoming community blood drive inspired by our son and your I Believe for Preston and Steve events. And this is from John R. Young. And I believe I read this last week, but the event is coming up, so I wanted to hit this one more time. So he has an extremely rare disease affecting his immune system, and it turns his own body against itself. So it's just terrible. But he required 5 blood transfusions over the course of 4 days to keep him alive. And they've got medication that's keeping him alive, but it's a lifelong condition that we are learning to navigate. And they said he's here today because of blood donors.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And so that motivated them to create with the Red Cross at PJ's elementary school in Chester County a blood drive. They raised 130 units of blood in a single day, they said, which blew us away. And we decided to do another one. So for the broader community, the PJ's second annual blood drive is going to be held this coming Saturday, September 6th at Chadsford Elementary from 9 a.m. until 1:30. And they said we welcome all donors. And it would be incredible if you could share this on your community page. Thank you guys for what you're doing for our community every day and inspiring others to do great things. Included his picture of PJ and I after I personally donated at his drive. So wanted to give that a plug-a-rooney. And then a shout out. Hang on a second. I'm sorry. I'm
getting backed up?
Shuffling all these. Yeah, I'm getting backed up on my charts. I'll come back to that one. You know what? Did I hit this one already or not? It says, hey, Preston, this is Rob, the Disney artist. Our friend down in Florida. And he says, big favor, can you send my wife Emily some positive good juju on or off air? We just got home from the doctor. She was diagnosed with stage 3 triple negative breast cancer.
Oh, I would have remembered that if you'd said that. Yeah.
I said this is very rare, an aggressive form of breast cancer. She's going to fight this and make this cancer diagnosis her bitch. It will be a long road ahead. So Robert Farrell, our friend. So we're going to send all the love we can out your way. Hang in there, guys. We're thinking about you. And we'll have to be in touch with you very soon. But I wanted to make sure that we mentioned that.
You want to Tom Jones that?
Yeah. Can we Tom Jones that? Yeah, that'd be wonderful. Fired up if you get a chance. Yeah! And I apologize if I have missed out on your butt plug or your sharts as of late. I've been shuffling some stuff around and I'm doing my best to get to all of them. There are a bunch there. So, all right. Well, something that we have not done in weeks is expand our knowledge with the Just Sayin Institute. And since it's back to school time, it's always good to, get some more knowledge.
Return and get more knowledge.
Yep.
The Just Sayin Institute, home of the Preston Elliott Expensive Cocktail Financing Center.
Just $50
right?
per drink, yeah. All right, so I saw this article. Guys, this is fascinating. This has to do with the world of psychology. But somebody had written this article, and I couldn't help but agree, and I'm going to pass this along to you. These are the 8 characteristics that psychology says are common among those who conscientiously return their shopping carts.
Oh,
okay.
So these are 8 characteristics of people who take the time and effort to return the shopping cart to either a corral or to the store and not just leave it on the little median there or in between cars.
So let's set a base level here. Do you return it to the shopping cart corral or holder?
We almost always park conveniently close to the corral for that very reason.
Yeah.
So that we can drop off our stuff and then just put it right in the corral. If I do have to be, if I'm equidistant between the two, what's up in the air? I don't know. If I look and I see that the cart corral is like overloaded, I'll run it back into the store.
Yeah. So to me, if you're leaving it in the parking lot, you're blocking a parking spot.
Yeah.
I always return it to the corral.
Yeah.
Or, as you said, if it's jammed up and it's close enough, I'll walk it back into the store.
Yeah.
If I end up with just one bag of groceries, that's when I'll leave the cart at the store, like in the vestibule of the store, because I could just park it there and just walk out with my one bag. But like 100% of the time, my cart goes back to a place where it's supposed to go.
So we're all wonderful people.
Yeah, we're all beautiful, wonderful people.
Wonderful.
So there are 8 characteristics that psychology says are common among those who return their shopping cart. So we'll start with number 1, consideration for others.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Returning your cart to the corral might seem like a small, inconsequential action, but in reality, it's a simple act that screams consideration. The act of returning your cart isn't just about following rules. It's about being mindful of others. It shows that you're willing to take an extra minute out of your day to make someone else's job easier and prevent potential accidents in the parking lot. Experimental research shows that higher empathic concern reliably predicts everyday pro-social behavior such as helping strangers or returning lost items.
Never return the cart, Hitler?
I would think so.
Never.
All right, so consideration of others. Number 2 is responsibility.
Yes.
Psychologists agreed that this sense of responsibility displayed through actions like consistently returning a shopping cart reflects an individual's commitment to societal norms and personal accountability. Studies on personal moral norms find that people with a strong internalized sense of responsibility are significantly more likely to intervene in public to prevent harm, even when the situation is not of their own making.
So essentially, people who do not are more likely to commit sex crimes.
Probably.
Yeah.
So you're responsible. Number 3 is discipline. Returning your shopping cart to the corral might seem trivial, but it's a test of discipline. It involves doing the right thing, even when there's no immediate consequence for not doing so. Laboratory work on self-control practice demonstrates that performing small acts of self-regulation, like tidying up or replacing objects, strengthens overall self-discipline over time.
Yeah, I think also in life you will go through phases where you're going to be a little more cavalier maybe. Mm-hmm. And then when you begin to appreciate the people that have to sort of pick up your mess and corral those things and be responsible for putting it back if you don't, then we can veer from the righteous path.
Right.
But I think eventually you come back to it.
I can chalk some of that up to being younger.
The indiscretion of youth.
Yeah, where you might just go, it's not my problem or whatever. I was that way.
So I killed a hooker.
About certain things, but hopefully over time we all get over it, but not all of us do.
No.
Man, so, okay, I'm going to veer for just a moment. I was taking a bike ride in Wildwood over the weekend. Stopped off, my friend and I were riding together, and we stopped off at this deli to get some stuff, for the house. So she goes inside. I'm waiting outside. A guy is also waiting for his order inside of the deli, and he's outside smoking a cigarette. Okay? Smokes about half the cigarette, and he just throws it on the ground and then walks into the deli. Now, I'm standing right there.
Yeah.
And I stand there with this moral conundrum, which is, do I say something to this guy? Or even more so, do I go over and pick it up and walk over and say, I'm sorry, you dropped this?
Was choking him out not an option?
There's a different option, and the other option is to go over there, stomp the cigarette out, because I assume he didn't stomp it out.
No, he didn't.
Pick it up and go, here, let me get this for you. Right?
Or
it's more passive-aggressive. But
what I was going to do if I was going to approach this guy was to say, hey, let me show you something.
Yeah.
Okay? Which is you knock the tobacco out of the cigarette. It's very easy to do. You just flick it. I'm a long time, I smoked. Well, I haven't smoked in 25 years, but I was a long time smoker. You flick it until the tobacco comes out, and that stuff is biodegradable.
Yeah.
And you roll it up and you put it in your pocket, and the next time you walk by a trash can, you throw it away.
It's just
you've just thrown garbage on the ground.
You've made I don't like that at all. I don't like seeing it at all. So there was no garbage receptacle right outside the place?
No, there wasn't. But so what?
So what?
You flick the cherry off, you stick it in your pocket, you're good to go.
Can't you do the thing where you put it on your tongue and swallow it?
Yeah, you can.
Some people can do that.
I mean, the reality is you already smell like smoke.
Yeah.
So a cigarette butt in your pocket's not going to make you smell much worse.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't do anything. I was like, I was with my friend Lori, and I'm like,
didn't want to make a scene.
Do I want a confrontation right now with just me and her? And I didn't do anything. So anyhow, back to the shopping carts. All right, respect for community is another one of the attributes.
Speak to what you just said.
Yep.
Keeping the community clean and nice and pleasant.
Research on social capital reveals that people who respect shared spaces, properly disposing of waste or returning carts, these are two examples, score higher on community orientation and are more likely to engage in other cooperative civic behaviors. When you return your shopping cart to the corral, you're demonstrating respect for your community. You're ensuring that the parking lot stays orderly and safe for everyone else to use without risk of a rogue cart causing damage. And it shows that you value your environment and the people in it and take active steps to contribute positively to it.
So this speaks to little things can be indicative of larger issues. Like you would say jumping turnstiles at the subway is an innocent crime, but it is indicative of an attitude that leads to more substantial crime.
It can.
There you go.
Number 5 on this is just simple, kindness. Picture this, the end of a long day and exhausted store workers facing with the task of gathering and returning carts strewn all over the parking lot. What if you can make their job just a little bit easier by merely returning your cart? It's
just a bit.
Small act of kindness. It can go a long way. Psychologists see this as an expression of compassion and kindness towards others, even when it's not directly acknowledged or rewarded. Clinical reviews by the American Psychiatric Association highlight that even brief acts of kindness measurably lower stress and boost mood for both the giver and receiver.
So sometimes what I will do is I will see the guy who rounds up the carts at my local Acme, and I will invite him to get into the cart on his knees with his arms stretched out, and I'll push him really fast, and he yells, "I'm king of the world."
I mean, tell me that's not going to feel great.
He has a blast. It's a great afternoon.
Look at him go.
He loves it.
All right. Also, number 6 out of 8, integrity.
Yes.
Doing the right thing when no one is watching is a key marker of moral identity, predicting consistent ethical behavior across diverse contexts. Returning your shopping cart when no one is around to see or appreciate it mirrors this same principle. It's about integrity. Remember,
however, doing the wrong thing while no one is watching shows resourcefulness.
Right, resourceful. Yeah. This won't get me in trouble. No one's seeing it.
No one's seeing this.
Being very resourceful.
I'm stealing shopping carts.
So the article says, remember, how you do anything is how you do everything. So let each small action, like returning your shopping cart, be a testament to your integrity.
I like that. How you do, repeat that again?
How you, how you do anything is how you do everything.
So I wipe down. And I think that would be indicative of how I conduct most of my life.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a down wiper.
I'm a down wiper.
I'm a down wiper as well. And people told me I was wrong, that you're supposed to be an up wiper.
And you fixed yourself.
Yeah. When did they... Because I always remembered when you would leave the supermarket, you couldn't put the cart into the lot. There was all these pylons that were up, and you could never get the cart through the pylon.
Some supermarkets or some markets would have those. Others did not. I think obviously being able to transport heavier bags to your car is the reason for that.
Yeah.
And I think what I
when did
noticed
that
though,
change?
listen, way back when we just bartered with chickens. I'm a little old. The amount of, do they call them corrals? What do they call them? The shopping cart receptacles.
Yeah.
There were fewer. Now there seems to be more
Yeah.
throughout the parking lot.
The Acme in Wildwood, they have sensors on their wheels.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and if the cart goes too close to the sidewalk,
It explodes.
explodes. No, it stops rolling.
Yeah, it locks up.
The brakes lock up.
All right, 2 more things to keep in mind. Patience. Consider the act of returning your shopping cart. It requires you to take a few extra moments before rushing off to your next task.
All right, quick question on this.
Yeah.
When you return it, do you just kind of push it in, or do you have intercourse? You push it in all the way.
I push it in all the way, and not only that, if the the corral is in disarray, I will slightly organize things a little bit.
Me too, because it f's up my everything right angles inserted correctly. I hate it.
But also, I don't want to add to the mess.
Yeah, I just do it more for helping the guy out or the girl who's doing it. But they said in this article, it's a simple act, but it does require patience for you to do this. Intervention studies show that training in patience not only increases individuals' patience scores, but also boosts overall life satisfaction levels, underscoring its psychological value. And then the last attribute to returning your shopping cart is mindful living. At its core, returning your shopping cart is an act of mindfulness. It's about being aware of your actions, their impacts, and choosing to do what contributes positively to the world around you. Psychologists suggest this habit reflects a mindful approach to life. It shows that you're not just going through the motions, but are conscious of your actions and their effect on others and the environment.
Well, you see the easy application to just anything in life, whether that be common civilities, things that you endeavor to do, even that just make life better for other people and yourself.
Yeah.
And you feel good when you do it.
And that's the thing. You're doing some good for yourself.
Yes.
Comprehensive reviews of mindfulness research conclude that mindful awareness enhances behavior regulation and pro-social orientation, precisely the mindset behind returning a cart instead of abandoning it. So it's good for everyone else. It's good for you to do it. You will feel there's mild satisfaction that I get from doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially if you do something where you are, again, not seen or celebrated, or you're doing it simply for the greater good. Really, it makes you on a par with Neil Armstrong.
Kind of like that. Yeah. You're a trailblazer. You're an example.
You're like Jesus.
Yeah. But you could, if you want to, as you're going to the cart, you could sing aloud, "I'm returning my cart," so everybody knows.
If anyone's interested.
Yeah. So I thought this was an interesting look at a fairly small thing that you can do.
Well, look at the guy with the cigarette. Now, you don't know what this guy is like, but your immediate assessment of this person.
Douchebag.
Yeah. Murderer.
Yep.
Probably a murderer.
Yeah.
Probably.
Drug dealer.
Anyway.
Probably gun runner.
But I thought that was an interesting peek in psychology at the Just Sayin Institute. Let's go to another story. This one.
Look at how big this place is.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's huge. So we cover all kinds of sciences at the Just Sayin Institute, even fish.
Yes.
So
huge fish department.
There's a new kind of fish, but it was never supposed to exist. Scientists created the sturtle fish.
Sturtle.
I will spell that for you.
It's related to the...
No, it's the STURDDLE.
The sturtle
fish. Sturtle fish. It is a hybrid between a Russian sturgeon and an American paddlefish. So sturgeon and paddle get sturtle. That's how you get the name.
They were just looking to create a dumb name, weren't they?
It happened by accident, by the way.
By the way, sturgeon, I had no idea. For example, we took this river cruise a couple years ago, the Danube. I did not realize that sturgeon can grow to the size of like sharks. They were huge. When they started to put locks in the Danube, they actually shrunk by, over time, the size of the sturgeon. But, I mean, they used to be huge.
Yeah.
And so I did not realize they could get that big.
So both of these fish, the paddlefish, the American paddlefish, and the Russian sturgeon, which are considered endangered, by the way, bred in an unexpected way while in captivity in a Hungarian lab. Attila Moser, the senior researcher.
Give it a Moser.
said, we never wanted to play around with hybridization. It was absolutely unintentional. So sperm and eggs from the fish ended up creating hundreds of hybrid offspring, but some have since died.
Perverts.
According to the research, survival in all hybrid family groups range from 62 to 74% 30 days after hatching.
I got to say, we're looking at this thing. This looks like a fish other fish would consider ugly.
This also marks the first time that successful hybridization has occurred between both species. So the new sturtlefish came into existence when the research team tried to breed more sturgeons via gynogenesis, which is a type of asexual reproduction in which sperm is necessary but leaves no traces of its DNA behind. As a result, the offspring ends up with 100% maternal DNA and none from the paternal contributor.
Gynogenesis sounds like a cover band made out of from gynecologists. Right?
Genesis covers.
We are Gynogenesis!
Only they change all the names to have something to do with gynecology.
Absolutely.
For the title song.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to give you as an example right now.
This next song is called Abavag.
There you go. Because I don't even know if I can say this.
So what are you doing? You writing it down?
Yeah, I'm going to write this down for you.
Yeah.
And if you can say it.
Pasudio.
Pasudio. But that's a solo. That's
Yeah. Oh, that's-
sorry, man.
damn it.
We have to be accurate.
Yeah, you're right.
So anyhow, where the hell was I? All right, so this
Magic
is where the American paddlefish comes in. As the team used sperm from the fish to start the gynogenesis of the sturgeon. They did that. But the researchers didn't expect the sperm and egg to fuse and create a new hybrid fish. They thought it was just going to be all sturgeon.
You never think of something. Listen, my limited knowledge of how these things work, just because you pair things together doesn't make it will work, and you'll create something that really does look like a hybrid with the separate features.
Right.
A lot of times one gets dominant and absorbs most of the look of whatever one of the animals was. But the fish that we just saw up on the screen is a weird looking thing.
Yeah, so the gynogenesis was just supposed to be there was going to be no paddlefish in these offspring, and it turned out they were a cross of the two. So some are close to a 50-50 genetic split between their two parents. Others, though, appear more sturgeon-like, and the rest have stronger paddlefish traits.
It's got the nose of Adam Driver and the mouth of a Kardashian, I guess.
Approximately 100 sturtlefish remain alive today. The scientists say they have no plans for creating more sturtlefish in the future, a short-lived life for a species that was never meant to be.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
When I was walking the beach over the weekend, I walked.
Saw a turtle?
No, but it's. I saw a blowfish, a pufferfish.
Okay.
It was dead,
Yeah.
and it was rolling in the surf and stuff like that. And at first, I thought it was like a toy. And then I went up. I'm like, I think that's a freaking blowfish right there.
We used to catch a fish when I was a kid. We would go fishing by this Kentucky dam, or it was on Kentucky Lake, and we would catch occasionally these things called spoonbill. Really weird looking fish, kind of like that paddlefish.
Like the paddlefish?
Long nose, and then this rounded part on the end that looks like a spoon.
Oh, yes. I've seen those.
Yeah, but they look,
it's a junkfish, right?
Prehistoric. Yeah, it's like you can't really eat it.
In
a lot of cartilage and stuff.
Sea robin, are you familiar with?
Oh God, they're so
they're
gross.
weird looking.
Yeah, they're weird looking, yeah.
Yeah, so we used to catch, but these look similar to the paddlefish. All right, let's see what else we got here for you. Let's continue on with something that's terrifying.
Why not?
The first case of a New World screwworm infestation in a human was confirmed in the United States.
Great.
According to the Department of Health and Human Services. Travel-associated New World screwworm was detected in a patient who returned to the U.S. from El Salvador and was confirmed by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Can we use gynogenesis to pair them with an unscrewworm?
Maybe.
And make it safer.
So New World screwworm myiasis is a parasitic infestation of fly larvae or maggots caused by these parasitic flies which feed on live tissue.
Have you ever seen, I guess, and maggots will, just worms that bore into your skin?
Well, that's what these are.
Yeah.
So they call them NWS for short.
Right, it's a rap group.
No, New World screwworm.
Okay.
If the fly larvae, when they burrow into the flesh of a living animal, they cause serious, often deadly damage to the animal. And NWS can infest livestock, pets, wildlife, occasionally birds, and in rare cases, people. Texas Park and Wildlife Department said NWS flies lay eggs in open wounds or orifices of live tissue, such as nostrils, eyes, or mouths. An infestation and painful condition known as New World screwworm myiasis.
So I think of things like The Last of Us, the fungus that, these things that have no emotion, no soul. That's why both you and I hate praying mantis. Yeah. The praying mantis. It just is this thing that it's improbable, and it feels no remorse, and it will not stop.
Bugs in general.
It's a cruel world.
Did you see there was a praying mantis on one of the Major League Baseball players' hat last week?
No.
It was just sitting on the bill of his hat, like it just kind of flew on him in the middle of a game. And
Good spot to watch the game.
He dapped it up.
Did he?
Yeah, he had made a good play, and he was waving to people, and then he waved to the praying mantis on his hat.
He knew it was up there?
He knew it was up there. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know why he didn't do anything about it.
So they said that these eggs hatch into dangerous parasitic larvae, and the maggots burrow or screw into flesh with sharp mouth hooks.
It's one of these things when you see it magnified 1,000,000 times, it looks like a horror movie.
Wounds can become larger, and infestation can often cause serious deadly damage or death to the infected animal.
Yeah, contrary-wise, a lot of times what they will do is, and I think we were talking about this, someone has had a wound, they will let the maggots...
Yes.
Clean it?
Clean out the infection.
The infection.
But those are specific kind of maggots.
They're paid to do that.
So it is the screwworm is usually found in South America and the Caribbean. Those at higher risk of suffering from the condition include people living in rural areas and places where NWS is endemic and where livestock are raised, as well as people with open sores or wounds and vulnerable populations.
Yeah, I try not to have open sores or wounds.
By the way, there's no medication to treat it.
No,
by the way.
Really?
So thought that was kind of terrifying. All right, we need something lighter than that.
That's nightmarish.
Just Sayin Institute. How about this study that's about having coffee in the morning? That's pleasant, right?
This is a topic that'll come up 100 times in the course of a year, because we go back and forth about the efficacy of having coffee and what it can do for you, and if it's detrimental. So what is it this time?
It turns out that your morning cup of coffee really does make you happier.
Yay!
According to science. A study following young adults in Germany found caffeine gave an immediate mood boost that lasted a couple of hours, especially first thing in the morning.
Is that why the Germans are perpetually happy?
Yeah.
I love coffee!
Beyond the feel-good effects, coffee also brings antioxidants that may protect against chronic diseases and even support brain health.
Yeah.
Just keep it under 4 cups a day, though, and try waiting an hour of waking for the best benefits.
I don't tell me 4 cups a day. How many ounces? Because my cups are 20 ounces. You know what I mean?
I assume you're looking at, would an average cup size be 8 ounces?
8 ounces.
I think
I guess.
Okay, so
32.
Pierre will rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the 20. He does like the 24 ounces.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And multiple.
Yeah. I find that it's not necessarily that it wakes me up per se, that all of a sudden I'm zing and wide awake and ready to go, but it does make me feel better.
It does nothing for me in that realm. Yes. Okay, so I'm sorry. I do understand
know what I mean?
that. So I have taken to drinking black coffee. Mm-hmm. And you remember I was on a sojourn looking for coffee that by its very essence, I happen to love the Dunkin' black coffee. I'm not a black coffee person, I should say. I prefer it. I've noticed, though, having my things in it, my milk, a little bit of milk and sugar, I will look forward to it more.
Yeah.
But I think just the warmth of hot coffee, black coffee even, which I'm not a fan of, in the morning, does make me feel better.
Yeah. And I think that the warmth is part of it, too.
It has to be, because if I have sugared and milked coffee, if it cools off, I can still drink it. If you don't drink black coffee while it's hot, or at least for me, I can't drink cold black coffee.
I will say, so during the work week, I'm the one responsible for making coffee. I set the timer at night, and on occasion, I will forget to actually hit the timer button.
Right.
I'll put all the coffee and the water and everything in there, and I'll just forget to hit the timer button. When I wake up in the morning, you guys know, I don't leave myself a whole lot of time, and if I come downstairs and the coffee's not ready, I'm like, I'm not going to drink coffee on my way into work. And that ride sucks ass, dude. Yeah. Or maybe I might have a little bit of time, to stop at a store on the way in.
But you start to feel a depression?
The second I realize that I didn't make that coffee and I know that I'm driving into work without coffee, it sucks.
Or is it like a that kind of?
That kind of. Yep.
Screw arms.
Yep. So anyhow, according to science, there's a reason behind that, and it definitely works. All right, so sleep apnea.
You suffer?
I have mild sleep apnea, and I need to go back to Penn and get a sleep study done again. I need to do it. It's been a long, long time.
Again.
Because I tried using the CPAP, and I gave it the good college try. I tried for like a month.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get to sleep fine with all that apparatus on, but I would wake up in the middle of the night and that thing blowing up my nose kept me awake, and I had to get rid of it.
Stormtroopers have trouble sleeping.
It was counterproductive.
Yeah.
But since then, it's been a few years. They've gotten a lot better, and I'm going to go back in. Dr. Mike, I promise I've got to do this. But there's another treatment that might work. And I have to ask how you guys personally pronounce a large shell, a large seashell that you would blow into.
Conch?
What do you say?
Conch?
I say conch. You say conch?
Yeah.
I think it's...
Conch.
It's a conch.
We got two conchs.
We have a linguistics expert.
So I'm going to use the word conch because that's how I say it. C-O-N-C-H.
Yeah.
So an answer to sleep apnea may lie in conch blowing.
Conch blowing?
Yes.
That's what she said.
So sleep apnea affects us and those around us. It's more than just making you tired. In extreme cases, it can be fatal. A new study suggests that help is just a conch away. Conch.
You want to do it?
Conch.
And conch blowing, or shank blowing, as it's also known, is an ancient ritual that involves breathing in deeply and exhaling into the spiral-shaped shell.
Don't you do an exercise? You and Kathy used to talk about it, which was this sort of breathing, incremental breathing to get a good night's sleep. Is this similar to this?
No. So that's almost like box breathing. But I've never tried the conch blowing. Scientists have found intriguing evidence that suggests regularly blowing into a conch can greatly reduce the effects of obstructive sleep apnea.
Honey, where's my conch?
In a 6-month study of 2 groups, one who did regular deep breathing exercises and one that engaged in regular conch blowing. Those who had practiced the conch blowing were 34% less sleepy during the day. And they also had higher blood oxygen levels during the night.
Hey, Preston, am I blowing on a conch right now?
No.
No.
You're blowing on a penis. That's our penis whistle. Why doesn't that sound right?
I'm not really good at it yet.
You got to loosen the balls.
I have one too. This a listener made us a 3D printed penis.
Yeah, that's a whistle.
That actually doubles as a whistle. And you can...
Conch.
All right, so anyhow, maybe you want to blow on that every night?
Blow on that conch.
No.
You conch blower.
So anyhow, they also had higher blood oxygen levels during the night and 4 to 5 fewer episodes of apnea on an hour on average.
When you have your, do you have it as well, Case? Sleep apnea?
I don't think I lost some weight, and I don't think it's as prevalent. I think if I sleep on my back, I tend to hold my breath from time to time.
All right.
Yeah, that's me too. That's why I try to exclusively
Until you get pudding.
sleep on my side.
But I'll tell you, so I got this new Apple Watch, and the battery life is way better, so I can sleep with it on, and it actually has like little sleep sensors and stuff on it.
You using?
Yeah, so it's letting me know how much I'm getting, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Like, listen, they say you're supposed to get like 8 hours of sleep, but in that 8 hours, it breaks it down into like how much core sleep am I getting and how much REM sleep am I getting.
Right.
So I need to know, and I should probably look this up because I've been wondering for a couple of weeks now, like how much REM sleep is ideal.
Can you subsist on REO Speedwagon sleep?
I could definitely do that. I'll roll with the changes any day.
So somebody texted in and said this Mounjaro was just approved for sleep apnea treatment.
Huh.
I wonder if that's...
I wonder what would that do? Does it work in as much as Casey just described? But you don't need to lose weight, Preston. So
no, I'm good on that. But I mean, I that's what I'm curious about because I know that
sleep apnea will occur if you're
well overweight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, somebody sent me a picture today of big fat Preston. Oh my God, I was huge.
Who was fatter?
You had the condition.
Well, hey, I here, hang on, I'll show you guys a picture, and I'll show this on our
thyroid.
Yeah,
we both had.
It was thyroid, but I was also eat-roid.
Eat-roid.
Like I was just eating way too much.
You're also in a wetsuit. That doesn't help.
That's a picture of me. I'm showing this to the YouTube crew.
Eat everything, Royd.
That was me at the aquarium.
Who do you think was
Adventure
bigger
Aquarium
at their biggest, me or you?
I think I was.
You think so? I mean, you were.
I was
obviously
270
taller.
pounds.
I was 278. And I'm only 5'7".
You were way bigger.
I was a big old guy.
Case, can I say, I never.
I know everybody says that, but I was.
Never.
I know.
Would have thought you hit that weight. I never thought of you as
fat.
Yeah. And then you see old pictures, you're like, oh, you're a big boy.
You were chubby, but I never thought of you as fat.
I mean, you
chubby bear with a furry little tail.
Wow. I just thought of you as disgusting.
278.
278.
And you're how
blows my mind.
You're 5'7"?
Dude, it still says it in my pen chart. It says, I'm like, and I fix it. I go, I do not weigh this much anymore.
Yeah. Maybe it's the way you're talking to it. Stop talking like a robot.
Yeah, you're right. Probably right.
It doesn't understand
I do
you.
not weigh this much.
Clearly, this person is a robot, and we can't take that as actual statement.
It's a bot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of body size, we're going to do one more thing. Just Sayin Institute. Several recent studies suggest that body size, particularly height to waist to calf ratio, can predict how long you'll live.
Oh, I hate these things.
I know.
Because they're always all over the place. And first off, what if you don't have a calf and you have nowhere near a farm?
No, it's not that kind of calf. It's the actual part of it's a muscle in your leg.
Oh, that's right.
Research shows that shorter people tend to live longer.
Well, yes, of course.
With each additional inch of height increasing death risk by about 2.2% for men and 2.5% for women.
Well, we've known for a long time that giantism, I guess they call it, was the technical term.
Right.
The Winslow, the guy who was 8 feet, whatever the hell he was.
Right.
He didn't live a long life.
I mean,
it draws on your heart. Same thing happens to bodybuilders with excessive amounts of fuselage. It taxes your heart.
But even look at dogs. Like bigger dogs don't live as long.
It's the truth.
Yep. Scientists have found that larger body size independently reduces longevity, supporting the idea that smaller is better for human lifespan. The big surprise is what the waist to calf ratio showed.
You know what? Peter Dinklage is 160.
Wow. No, people with healthy ratios, calf to waist ratio.
Calf to waist ratio.
Mm-hmm.
How do we measure this?
Averaged 2.4, while pre-diabetic patients had 2.6 and diabetics had 2.7. Muscle tissue in the calves significantly influences glucose processing and metabolic health.
Huh.
Isn't that weird?
So if you have more pronounced or larger calf muscles, you're going to prolong your life?
Apparently, yeah.
Okay.
So it's according to this.
And so you don't want to skip leg day then?
Well, no, I got good calves. That is one thing I will say that I've always been pretty proud of is my calves.
Yeah.
So other factors that predict...
What are you proud of? My calves?
Well, no, I mean literally
No, I
everything
know what you're
else
saying.
I see and look at. I hate.
You look great.
Yeah.
I'll do you.
Other factors that predict lifespan include grip strength.
Okay.
Which can be measured with a simple test. You're disappointed in that?
Yeah.
It's hard, man.
Yeah.
So
grip strength,
I
yeah.
need to pound sand.
Like, do you have a little bit of stiffness in your hands occasionally?
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, there's just times I just have to stop pleasuring myself. I'm like, this hurts.
No, I remember in martial arts training, especially when you got to ground stuff, grip strength was very, very important.
You see, have you seen that dude who's if he's not the world champion, he's way up there. He has inordinately large hands. I mean, like crazy big hands.
Like it might have some kind of condition.
Yes.
Okay.
But his arms are equally Popeye-ish. Like he's a freak of nature, but his hands, I don't know if Sam, if you can find this guy, he does a ton of arm wrestling, but he just destroys his opponents. He's just genetically built. His grip strength, it's off the charts.
I've never seen that, but I've seen some rock climbers.
Yes.
That can do like one finger pull-ups.
Yes.
Which is just insane.
That's like the rock climbers or stuff like that.
I can do
what I said.
Oh, sorry.
I can do one finger. Here's the video. Here's the guy, Preston.
Yeah, it looks like he has a condition of some type, Steve. So yeah.
I almost call no fair on that one.
Yeah, he's got extremely large
So
hands.
I can do one finger pointing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got to start somewhere. So other factors of predicted lifespan include, like I said, grip strength, which can be measured with a simple test, and overall fitness level, which appears to be more important than just being thin. In other words, there's one more reason to, as Steve said earlier, not skip leg day.
Yes.
Make sure you work on those calves. All right. I think that's all we have time for.
It was good.
In the JSI.
Started with shopping carts and ended up with calf muscle.
The Just Sayin Institute. Let us take a break. When we return, we will get into more of the back to school A to Z, my friend. We're in the G spot, as our listener texted and said earlier, and we're still having some good times. We'll do a good song when we get back, so make sure you stay with us.
Yeah.
Who brought that?
I did. I'm seriously the marketing director of this company.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I brought it in.
Did you come up with the name Butt Blaster?
It was a collaborative effort, so yes.
Who's Mr. Dex?
A college friend, and this is his side project. And this is as far as I've gotten as marketing director.
How do you like the taste?
I love it. I put it on.
You put that S on
but I put it on pizza. I put it on eggs.
By the way, this particular heat rating is 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah, it's not that hot.
So not crazy hot, but enough to give you some sensation.
Yeah,
all right,
definitely.
two more. This is another solid. I didn't know we had another solid. This is the only other solid in our list. So do the tongue thing. Stick your tongue in.
Okay.
Yeah, stick it
Do
in
that
there.
tongue thing.
Stick it in there. Okay. I love it. Stick it down in there.
Come on, man.
She's like an inquisitive look.
This I get absolutely nothing.
Really?
Absolutely nothing from
Okay,
this.
so that's a nothing, and you should be able to taste it. Smell it and see if you can come up with something there.
Nothing, huh?
Like I don't know, maybe there's pepper in it? No, because I didn't feel that on my tongue at all.
No. It's garlic powder.
Oh.
Garlic
You would
powder.
absolutely know,
I'll give you a
right?
piece of gum later.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, we have one final taste in our test for you, and let's see how you do with this one.
This one,
Yes.
I also get absolutely nothing. Like it could be water to me.
Okay.
Like it could, that's the consistency.
All right. Take a little bit more. This is the last one. Finish it all off.
Put your tongue in it.
Go ahead.
No, is it going to make my stomach hurt?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
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 Wow.
I get absolutely nothing.
Take a sniff and see if you can tell from that.
Not really. I want to say, is it another alcohol?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh,
Vino
your
this
favorite
morning.
brand as well. It's Nobilo.
Oh,
Wow.
you
I get
poor
nothing.
thing.
Nothing.
That's a shame.
Sucks.
Oh, man.
Give me
So, Kat, let me ask you then.
Give me that bar.
Wait, are we done? Can I take the...
Yeah, that's it.
The people will often describe water as not having a taste, but it does have a tast, and so
Kathy can tell those taste differences.
and you can tell those taste differences. So water for you, like legit, has no taste.
What?
He's saying that a lot of people describe water as having no taste.
Right.
You were able, I think I am as well, slightly able to discern between tap and bottled water.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it has a taste.
But
right now,
Oh, yeah.
it has zero taste.
Yeah, probably not. I can't believe I couldn't taste the Nobilo.
Oh, that's a bummer.
that's crazy.
So to review, she got correct and guessed correct and wasn't definitive though, but said, well, is it chocolate syrup? So you kind of knew what it was, but you really didn't say, oh, that's it.
No, none of them I knew 100%.
Yeah, all of these were semi. So chocolate syrup, vinegar, apple juice, so the sweets you could get. And one that you could definitely, that I think you got the best was pickle juice.
Yeah, that
And
was,
so
yes.
maybe if
Have
you
some
really
pickles.
want to taste something
Put pickles on it.
flavor-wise, you could have pickles.
Yeah.
And the other one was vodka. Or I put in alcohol because you didn't quite get the vodka right. So out of 15, you were able to identify really 4, and that's it.
Marissa, was I'll just say it, the honey was that usable? By the way, I just grabbed these things out of the...
Oh, you know what? I just stopped at 15. We brought
No problem.
Things, so.
It
You
has.
wanna see if you can smell it.
The
Kathy?
honey has a taste to it.
Does that like spicy habanero or
There's
something?
another taste, and I'd be curious if she'd be able to taste. Don't show her the label if you can avoid
Oh,
it.
what? Like it's a.
It's
flavored honey.
certain
It's got
honey?
another fruit in it,
Oh,
and
right,
I'd be
okay.
curious if with the sweet stuff you could do it. All right.
I won't look. I guess I can.
You can look at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez,
All
sorry.
right. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Rub it on your sweater.
Stick your tongue in it. Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard. Oh, yeah. Did you get it?
No.
Nothing?
Can you taste the sweet of the honey?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I can taste the sweet of the honey.
Nothing else.
No.
Because it's blueberry honey.
Blueberry honey. Okay.
I'm going to try that.
No, and I'm having even the smell with this one is a little tough.
All right. Wow. Well, that sucks, man. You know, hopefully this is going to be quick.
Just
acting
400 days.
And yeah.
I know that poor guy.
I know.
I really hope it doesn't.
He said he was rage eating. Just eating out of anger. Even though he can't taste it, he's still going to eat something that he knows his body likes.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm not. I mean, I'm still eating meals because yes, you still get hungry,
Yeah.
but I'm not really snacking because what's the point? Like, I don't feel like anything because I know I'm not going to be able to taste it.
Yeah, a lot of times snacking is just you want some flavor.
What about
You
so
know?
hot drinks or things like that, like coffee? Nothing.
Not really. I mean, I
Because
know
people have
it's
said coffee is a big inciter.
Well, and you know what, Steve? When it first happened, I was not leaving the house, obviously.
Right.
So I wasn't going to get my coffee. I could make it
Yeah.
at the house, but I was kind of skipping it because
Right.
I couldn't taste it, and I was getting the headache.
Do you think
And
you'll
I'm
try?
like, oh my God, wait. That's like the caffeine headache. You need it.
Do you think you're going to try that orange thing?
Listen, I'll try anything. Let's.
Might as well, right? I mean,
Try
if it
it.
doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And if for some reason it does, then you're good to go. Okay. All right, this has been the Kathy Romano
Yeah,
taste
yeah.
test. And,
We cured her.
She did. We 100% cured her now. All right. Drinkenstein, yes.
And they call him
All right, listen, let's take a break and come back in a second. Why? Because the Geeter is coming on next with
Yeah.
Jerry Blavitt. And then right after that, we're going to have comedian Ben Glebe, who's going to be at Helium Comedy Club for a special Thursday night show tomorrow night. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. So maybe we'll kind of reinvigorate this thing. But we have decided to return with Battle of the Self-Proclaimed Experts this morning.
Yes.
And when I tell you that the passion was high for people to that have sent in requests to be a part of this, it's an understatement. It was just fanatical.
It is a global phenomenon. Has been for a long time. People have been raised in this Harry Potter realm, and so we knew we were going to get some staunch competitors.
I read a lot of the submissions that were sent in. I read all the submissions that were sent in, and I read several of them. I was on the plane the other day flying out west, and I was brought to tears by some of these submissions because this world means so much to so many people, and the way that they articulated it was really moving to me, and I'm just impressed. It was so difficult to narrow it down to two final contestants.
I mean, put it in perspective. A tick came into the studio to watch.
That's right. That's how popular
That's how
this is.
popular.
I am currently reading the Harry Potter books.
Are you?
I'm on the Sorcerer's, or no, I'm sorry, I'm on the Chamber of Secrets right now, so I've just gotten started.
Reading or Audible?
Audible.
And who's doing it? Who's doing the
I've forgotten the actor's name.
Jim something or other.
He's
Hey,
excellent.
there might be a question coming up.
Okay.
So I'm about 3/4 of the way through the second book.
Awesome.
So I'm underway. I'm starting to learn. I've seen all the movies, and I found them entertaining. But I wanted to know, because there's so many people that you talk to about this story. There's so much more underneath when you dive into the canon of it all. When you get into the all the details about it, and I want to know that. I mean, I want to I think it's a kind of a club that you're in.
So all of my nieces and nephews, like I remember when the movie started coming out, and I was like, "Oh, that's friggin' awesome! I loved it."
Yeah.
They were like, "But they left out. But they left out." And there's so much stuff that so they were able to enjoy them, but they were they were a little deflated because the books, they devoured. They were ravenous for them. So I think you're entering a cool realm here, Preston.
By the way, Nick McElwain wearing his Gryffindor attire this morning.
Yes, sir.
He has pajamas.
Yes.
That look like a robe.
It's the closest thing I have to a robe, but they are officially licensed Harry Potter pajamas, and so I am a Gryffindor, and that's why I'm
Mr. Potter, what happened to your head?
You have taken the online quiz to find out which house you belong in?
Yeah, I'm a Gryffindor.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah. Pottermore was a great website. I don't think it actually exists anymore, which is too bad. But I mean, I've been in the Harry Potter universe for a really long time. I think I got into it maybe when the third book came out. And Steve, I love the movies as well, but the books really do add layers and levels and these just the intricacies to this universe, and it's why people keep coming back to it, because there's so much to read, there's so much to rediscover, and maybe you didn't even notice it the first time around.
And not only has Nick worn his pajamas, but he brought in his wand, and so did Steve.
Yes, I did.
And you guys both got those at Universal Studios?
This was a gift for me from Universal Studios, yeah. So my friend that went and knew how much I loved Harry Potter and brought it back for me.
And you haven't been there?
I have not yet, no.
Oh, my God!
I know.
You've got to go. It's incredible.
I did a couple of the tours in London, which were amazing. But yes, I absolutely have to get to Universal.
That's the only thing I know about Harry Potter is that the rides were fun at Universal.
Right.
Literally.
Kathy, it is a whole world. I went to all of Enders. You did as well, Preston. On your recommendation.
My daughter got a wand fitting there.
And yes, and when you go around the town, the wand activates certain things in town, which is awesome.
Yeah. I've been to both. I've been to the one in California and in Orlando, and they are outstanding.
I gotta go.
You won't, if you're a fan,
it's real.
You're gonna cry.
That world is real.
All right.
Some of the people that sent in submissions said that when they got there, then they saw the Hogwarts castle, it brought them to tears.
I believe
that's how moving it is. Yeah.
All right. And by the way, Harry Potter fans are adorable. Look at these guys here this morning. We're going to meet our contestants.
Preston and Steve present Battle of the Self-Proclaimed Experts.
As Nick had said, we had loads and loads and loads of entries, but going through, we've got to narrow it down to two. And I'm sure that there are people that are incredibly well-versed, but we only have room for two people in our studio. And so that's how we're doing it, to have these two competitors battle it out. Mano a mano. All right, so let's meet our contestants, and we'll read the emails that we got from them. We're going to start with this one. It says, dude, I grew up with HP and obsessed. I was born in 89, so I was right out of the same age as Harry, right around the same age as Harry and his compadres, or his comrades, it says, as the books were released and they made their way through Hogwarts. Ultimately, not returning for education in year 7 as the Dark Lord has, by that point, hit full strength, obviously. I have lightly reread parts of the books since childhood, but made it my goal to reread all 7 books once I finished grad school, Master of Public Administration at Penn State, woot woot. My husband bought me a Gryffindor blanket, a book of spells as a grad gift as well, and I graduated in December 2020 and finished the books last month. Literally, the best books I've ever read, and I have no idea how to move on from them. It's really just a story about friendship and the power of love. True. I was brought to tears in books 5, 6, 7, and would say that my favorite books are 3 and 6. 7 is also just absolutely epic. My next goal is to rewatch the full versions of the movies. I went to Universal Studios California back in 2017 and wore a Harry Potter costume to Hogwarts. For the above reasons, I would say I am the Harry Potter expert. It's about both knowledge and sheer passion for the story. The most epic tale ever told. Please welcome Steph Rosenblum to the show. Hi, Steph. How you doing? Oh, wait. Your microphone is not working. Let me try that again. Go ahead.
I am so happy to be here.
Yay. Steph, where are you from?
I'm from Central New Jersey, Hopewell Township, right across the river from Bucks County.
It does exist.
Okay, so is that north-south Jersey or south-north Jersey?
Right in the armpit of the Delaware River.
There you go. All right, I want to ask you, Steph, because Steph is wearing a shirt that's got all 4 houses on it, but it says Hogwarts on it. She's also wearing a robe. She brought her owl. Is that Hedwig?
It's Hedwig.
Nice. And tell me about your glasses.
They are round glasses.
Are they prescription?
They are not prescription.
Okay.
They are just merely for this competition. Yeah.
They look great.
And social events.
Nice. So you recently reread all the books.
I did, yes. It was my goal, and I still don't know how to move on. Interestingly, while rereading the books, I was also rewatching Lord of the Rings extended version. So I was in quite the wizarding world.
Well, there's the amount of minutia, the amount of stuff to keep track of, but I mean, that's the books, the extended movie versions of the original Harry Potter, of the movies, and a lot of times they're tacking on an additional half hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah. Which character do you identify with the best?
Wow, which character? Probably Luna Lovegood.
Okay.
She says whatever's on her mind. People kind of think she's weird, but once they get to know her, they realize she has a heart of gold, and she's actually very important to the story and to Harry's success in defeating Voldemort.
I love that. Great answer. All right, that's Steph. Our next contestant writes, I was hooked on the series the first time I read Sorcerer's Stone and bawled my eyes out the day after my 11th birthday when I didn't get my invitation to attend Hogwarts for the upcoming school year. I read the series countless times as a child and still reread my favorites every year. I read the series countless times. Nope, I read that part already. Let me go back to this. And I reread the story every year, every Christmas, to get in the holiday spirit. Growing up, my family and I went to the premiere screening of the latest movie, and what started as my obsession turned into full-out family affair as I got the rest of my family hooked on the magic of the Harry Potter universe. We traveled to Universal Studios' Wizarding World of Harry Potter when I was 19, and I remember seeing the top of the Hogwarts castle and instantly burst into tears. I can definitely recite every movie from start to finish, and I'm always the go-to person when someone has a question about their Harry Potter timeline or whether or not Snape really was a good guy. For years, my friends and I would watch the full 8 movies in a marathon event. We would bake snitch cake pops, craft sorting hat cupcakes, and brew our very own butterbeer, all while playing Harry Potter trivia and discussing our favorite moments from the series. There really is something special about the magic that J.K. created, and I would love to put my knowledge to the test. Gang, welcome Lauren DiStefano. Love it. Hi, Lauren. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right, so tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from?
I'm from Downingtown, Pennsylvania.
From Downingtown, Pennsylvania. What do you do?
I work at a law office now.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Okay, nice.
You can employ spells in changing a witness's testimony. You bring up something that I thought was really cool, and I think of it this the same way. For some reason, I perceive Harry Potter, the movies, as Christmas time fare.
Every single movie has a Christmas scene.
Right. And so it's always applicable. Yeah, no.
And so, Lauren, how long have you been listening to the Preston and Steve show?
Probably my whole life. My parents are Y100 listeners, and we had like the CDs, and I was like, oh, that's the only station is Preston and Steve. So I just didn't know.
We were our own station, the Preston and Steve station.
So you're wearing a Hogwarts school officially into September. Hopefully at a great Labor Day weekend. Weather was amazing and
so good.
As is just perfectly timing-wise, just perfect. I was at a driving range hitting some golf balls over the weekend. And as I was hitting them, some leaves fell down and landed right in front of me. Right,
beautiful.
And I'm like, oh wow, oh yeah, it's not officially fall, but it's kind of fall.
It's coming.
You know what I mean?
It felt that way.
It started to happen.
It makes me listen. I love fall. I love spring. I love this nice blend of a little bit of you can have a cooler evening. And the leaves falling down and everything. It's wonderful. Did you pause to take a picture, or did you?
I did for a second, and also it was a little bit of mourning as well.
The passing of the season.
Yeah, I like fall. I don't love fall.
Well,
I love spring.
Yes,
but I like fall. It's nice. The change is good, but I just know what lies ahead. It's the bare trees and the colder weather and all that. So
for me, it's planning my Halloween setup and all that stuff. So I'm excited. But technically, September 21st will be the last.
September 22nd.
Right.
22nd, the last day of summer. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the 21st is the last day of summer, 22nd, first day of fall.
Also, Steve, though, but and granted, I was at a driving range.
Yeah.
When the leaves fall, it made me think of losing a lot of golf balls, which sucks.
Yeah.
You sometimes you hit them in an area where there are lots of leaves. You're like, it's here somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere it's here. And
Could you put Apple AirTags on those balls?
Yeah, but they're not going to go as far if you do that.
I technically, when I think of fall, like September 1st is fall for me. June 1st is summer for me, even though, you're off by a couple of weeks or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Just it's a ballpark for the seasons.
By the way, just on that, and maybe we're coming up with a multi-million-dollar invention that no one has thought of, which I highly doubt. Mm-hmm. Are there GPS trackable golf balls?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think it would be cheap enough
to
do it, because the life of a golf ball isn't that all that long.
Right.
You hit a few times, it gets scuffed up, you throw it away.
Okay.
It would also, those things are so precise that it would. I don't know how you would keep it as precise.
Well, actually, now hang on a second.
wait.
Though at places like Topgolf, that's what they use.
Huh.
To know exactly where the ball is going and landing. So, I mean, it does exist. It's just not that practical for you playing golf. But here we go. This says chipping GPS tracked golf balls.
Meaning what? Chipping meaning what?
Chipping is very short shots that you're making. So I don't know why you need that.
Because you could probably see it.
You could see it right where you are. Maybe that's the brand. Chipping golf ball. The chipping golf ball, it says.
I think it's chiping because chipping is 2 P's, is it not?
No, maybe. Chiping. Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, anyway.
We digress.
It is not, it's not common, I don't think, for people to use golf balls like that. But nonetheless, it exists. So with the change of the seasons, means some pretty interesting things are coming to town. And since that is worth exploring, so are other things that are going on in our area. We might as well get to the city beat, people.
Scoobily wow wow, he's the beat behind the meat with the oh-so-tender feet. Preston Elliott.
And this is a list of things that are on the way very, very soon with the change of the season. So I'm going to start with this one. I saw a few things, and then I have some other stuff that's just local and interesting, worth bringing up. But the 30th anniversary season of Gay Bingo is kicking off this Saturday.
30
years.
Been a couple times. It's a blast.
I remember I went, I had not lived in the area long, so it had to have been maybe like the second year it ever came around because,
Is this like one of the, is it in other cities? I tend to think of it as originating here with Carlotta Tennant. And
Chumley, yeah.
Yeah,
Chumley and all those people that, who we've enjoyed knowing throughout the years. And there's no event quite like it.
I saw Carlotta Tennant not that long ago as we went for my youngest 18th birthday. We went to Gay Bingo. And they have it at the Congregation Rodef Shalom. That's where we went to. It started as a grassroots fundraiser, blending drag with traditional bingo. And now it's a beloved cultural institution, raises millions for people living with HIV, and safe, joyful space for LGBTQ plus community members and its allies. So you'll find the legendary bingo verifying divas, the BVDs, over-the-top themes, special performances, and guest hosts. Themes this season include, September is the Pink Pony Club for the Chapel Roan lovers.
Mm-hmm.
October is Rocky Horror.
Oh, well, there you go.
November is Wicked, which I guess a new movie's coming out in November.
That's got to be it, yeah.
December is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. February is Cupid's Masquerade Ball for Valentine's Day, and then I guess they're not having one in January. And then June, they'll do it again, the Rainbow Bombshell, which is specially themed for Philly Gay Pride Month. So they also have Black Tie Gay Bingo, which is going to move to fall of next year, by the way. So it is entering
it's become a juggernaut, man.
30th anniversary season, which I thought was pretty cool. So if you're looking for something interesting to do, that is certainly available. Also, here's another City Beat story. Fringe Festival coming up September 12th through the 28th. And Circus Campus presents and transforms its historic Mount Airy campus into a 3-week hub of acrobatics, aerial artistry, juggling, clowning, fire shows, magic, and more.
This is going on the premises. They have all this going on?
Yeah, all created by some of the best circus artists in the city and across the country.
This kind of bums me out.
You wanted to join the circus?
No, but it's becoming more and more apparent to me that I can't do the things that I used to do, and I've never done this.
But you ran briskly last week.
I did run briskly, and I'm paying the price for it, my friend. It's just like that's where I'm at. Like,
you're not going to try a trapeze thing?
No, I've had.
I love the case where I showed you the memes, and not to jump in here, but there's a whole bunch of them floating around where, coming down the stairs when I'm 20, and then coming down the stairs when I'm 45, and the guy starts to go down, and they just cut to a shot of an ambulance.
Yeah.
bounding down, jumping over.
Somebody just turned 50 this year, and I've heard in the span since your birthday, like 3 or 4 things that are like, yep, that one, one, yep, that one.
My knee, and then once my knee started feeling a little bit better, something happened with my neck, and so since definitely before August 19th, I've had this pain in my neck and it radiates all down my right arm.
Right.
And I have like no power. I went to the gym last week. I couldn't even do a push-up. I'm like, that's great. I'm like, this is just going to be here for the next however, but I didn't even do anything to it.
I forgot who the comedian was. We had him in years ago, but he was talking about specifically about turning that milestone age 50.
John Heffron.
Was it?
I think it was John.
No,
Heffron.
it was a different guy. It was he was African American, and it was hilarious. We died laughing, but it was ages ago, years and years ago. And he said, when you turn 50, something happens to you. He's like, you'll pull a muscle in your neck and go, that's going to hurt for a year. A year,
and it's not incorrect.
It's not way off.
It's not incorrect.
Yeah. So anyhow, Casey, I'm sorry if you won't be doing any of the aerial artistry or acrobats.
I remember how long it took to come out from the dark shadow that was my skipping accident.
Oh, my gosh.
Like the last time I tried a trampoline park. Toward the ligament in my left foot.
And I work out all the time. I'm in good shape. But what was I thinking? Skipping.
Come on. That's a young man's game. So there will be 12 unique productions and performers from Philadelphia School of Circus Arts, the Circadium, and nationally acclaimed guest artists every weekend, and will deliver something different from high-energy outdoor fire spectacles. And surrealist time travel adventures to deeply personal circus storytelling, family-friendly puppet shows, and comedy magic that will have audiences roaring with laughter.
Deeply personal circus storytelling?
That's what it says.
And that,
deeply,
ladies and gentlemen, when I realized the monkey didn't love me.
Personal circus storytelling. So the Fringe Festival, like I said, September 12th to 28th, and it will be at the historic Mount Airy campus. So
that's near. In fact, I'm Mount Airy.
Highlights include a lunarium.
Oh, okay.
Which is a mesmerizing outdoor fire and aerial cabaret by Skylark Circus.
I thought there was just a large collection of people named Lou.
No, not lunarium. Who is Lou?
This campus is pretty amazing, by the way, that they're talking about. And it lends itself to this.
You also have the Architectonica. And it is apparently a blend of kinetic sculpture and juggling genius by Gregory Kennedy. And then you have Mae West, the Comeback Queen, which is a campy, hilarious reimagining of the iconic stars. So they're going to be all kinds of fun,
you didn't mention
interesting
Dee's
things.
Nut Salon.
No. Are you going to the Dee's Nut Salon? Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so the Fringe Festival is one of the things that's going to be interesting and taking over soon.
We should put in, I would love to get, remember when we had the contortionists in here?
Oh, yeah.
We had a whole bunch, we should get contortionists in here again.
Yeah.
They're amazing to watch.
Yeah.
Not so much to listen to, but amazing to watch.
All right, let me see what else we have here. Don't we have other, I have new City Beat music, remember?
What did I do with that?
Okay.
Did I put it somewhere else?
I don't know.
All right, I'll look for it.
All right. New Hope is closing out its first Friday summer series with a birds-themed firework and drone show, block party, and pep rally as well. And it's coming up this Friday. Same weekend as Eagles home opener.
We were just talking about New Hope and what a wonderful little, would you call it a hamlet, I guess it is?
Yeah. I'd say hamlet's a really good word for that. What's interesting is we were there just a few weeks ago to go to the Bucks County Playhouse, and we decided to walk through the town of New Hope as well and just kind of sightsee a little bit. Dude, there was a full complement of Hell's Angels that were there.
Does not seem like a Hell's Angels town.
Full-on Hell's Angels.
Really?
That's what it said on their vest. I was like, whoa. Didn't expect to see that.
The area is beautiful to ride through. You know?
I mean, it's definitely a destination for people on motorcycles to go through there. It's gorgeous. But I didn't know, when I think Hell's Angels, I think, crime and stuff like that.
Well,
dirty bars.
Did you take your pagan colors off when you?
Yes, I took them off, and I walked through very respectfully.
Yes, yeah.
Because clearly they were there. But I thought that was interesting. So Friday, they're having a Birds Pep Rally and block party from 5 to 9 p.m. With Philly food and drink specials, live music, DJs, vendors, and surprises. And then they have the grand finale fireworks and drone show. So that's going to be at 9:10 Friday night in Eagles Green, filling the skies above the Delaware River. It's family friendly. It's no charge. Pay-as-you-go food, drink, and shopping. The first 500 visitors receive glowing green surprise to wave during the show.
Surprise! It's radioactive.
Yeah.
I think going back to the beginning of this conversation, what I do enjoy so much about fall is these various things that pop up. Dare I say activities?
Yeah.
In respect to our fallen comrade. Yeah. That's really one of the joys of just getting out and being able to take in these things.
Restaurants across town will serve birds-inspired specials, including Philly cheesesteak pizza, green deviled eggs, bird sarita cocktails.
That's
and
Sparrow.
More as well. So that's coming up Friday. So if you want to,
very nice.
If you're not going into the city or you're not doing something around you, that might be a cool little destination Friday thing to do. That's got Eagles vibe to it.
There's some like world-class Airbnbs out there, or like really like, these little cottage sort of, what do they call them? Maybe they're cottage hotels where they're just really small.
Boutique hotels?
Boutique hotels, that are just really rustic and wonderful.
Yep. All right, did you find my music?
Is this it?
That's it.
Okay. Sorry
All right,
that.
another City Beat story.
Wow.
So Rocky is set to become the home to, Philadelphia is set to become the home of a second Rocky statue. A second one.
Why not?
Yeah.
Where?
And the city's Arts Commission voted unanimously this week to install the artwork inside Philly International Airport.
Oh.
I like that.
Yep.
Obvious. Because you're coming to this. Listen, there was that Bill Burr thing years ago, about we're known for a fictional character. He is.
Yeah.
He's a fictional character.
Yeah.
But he is iconic. Suck it.
Yeah. The second statue, a 10-foot tall bronze casting, is one of 3 originals that was created by artist A. Thomas Schomburg. The Philadelphia Department of Aviation conceived of a plan to purchase a statue using airport funds in 2024 after learning that it was up for sale. With Schomburg's guidance, the aviation department officials decided that the statue would be positioned past security in the airport's Terminal A West, where thousands of domestic and international travelers regularly pass by. So they're putting it in the international area.
Welcome to Philadelphia.
Jeez, it speaks.
It's Oriana Machani.
Oh, my God.
Where are you from?
Yeah.
And what about you? Have you come from another country? Welcome to Philadelphia.
The location on the terminal's second floor concourse was chosen for its vaulted ceiling and dramatic backdrop of the airfield.
It's not about how hard you get hit. It's about whether or not you're going to visit Chicky and Pete.
As well as its clean and modern appearance and lack of advertising in that area. I do like that area of the airport. Yes, I do, Rock. There's a portion where you're riding on either escalators or people movers.
Yes.
And they have these sculptures hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, it's very nice.
And they're like hundreds of small bird sculptures.
They're like a billion.
But they're in the shape of an airplane. Have you ever noticed that?
No.
So they have all these birds that are hanging from strings.
Is it kind of like that Subaru sculpture where there's all this stuff hanging around? When you look at it from a right vantage point, it's the Subaru logo.
Yeah, we're looking at one right now.
Right.
So you see it looks like an airplane?
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
And if you walk around to the back, it looks like Adrian's camel toe.
Wow. Avian's camel toe?
Adrian.
Oh, Adrian's I thought you were sticking with the bird theme.
It still works, though.
Oh, so you're saying if you walk around the back of the Rocky statue, it looks like Adrian's camel toe. I had no idea. So,
welcome to Philadelphia.
Right now they have a very ebullient Mayor Parker, welcoming. She really sells the sizzle.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny when you go to different cities and they have the mayor or the governor tell you all the wonderful things about the location.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's I've found that at most airports.
Right, yeah.
If you're riding like on a shuttle or something like that, they'll have
Visit our many supermarkets.
There'll be an announcement. So the city intends to purchase the artwork for a sum that was not disclosed, and it will then become part of Philadelphia's permanent public art collection.
You know, Stallone himself had what was considered a world caliber art collection.
He did.
For years.
And in fact, Sly is the one that owns the third Rocky statue. There were three that were made.
All right.
And apparently he has that third one.
This is not the one that was at the edge of his pool, right?
I don't know.
There was a Rocky
Maybe.
statue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
Schomburg, the 82-year-old sculptor, created the artwork in 1980 ahead of Rocky III's release, so they had commissioned it for that. He collaborated with Sly, who depicted the boxer in the original film, of course. And he ended up getting, I don't know if he had to buy the third one or where this second one has been this whole time. Has it been in storage somewhere?
Do you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see a Rocky statue of Rocky in his, Rocky Balboa movie or with his jacket and his walking around town guard. He's always in boxer shorts.
With the fedora and the ball in his hand. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
The regular guy.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, anyhow, they are going to they're going to be putting in a second one.
Are they doing a rhinestone statue as well? Of Stallone?
For wait, what was
Frankenstein.
it? Frankenstein.
And they call me Frankenstein.
Make total sense, right?
Budweiser, you created a monster, and they call him
Frankenstein.
They should do a dramatic Mary Shelley version of Frankenstein with Stallone
as the creature.
Yes,
that'd be great. Well, all right. One more thing, and I probably should have led with this come with this before the Rocky story because it's yet another festival that's coming to town. Oktoberfest will be hitting. It's a little ways away. It's in October, obviously. But Brauhaus Schmitz is announcing 3 of the largest and most authentic celebrations in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. In South Jersey, they have the 8th annual Oktoberfest on the Square, Haddon Square Pop-Up Garden in Westmont, New Jersey. That will be actually September 20th. So that's going to be this month.
Usually Oktoberfest is in September, is it not?
Okay. The end of is it
end of it?
The end of September, right? And then bleeds into October.
Then in Philadelphia, you have the South Street Oktoberfest for its 17th year, Saturday, September 27th.
I wonder if any of these events will be able to, you might be able to try No Sad Brew, our own brew.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
2SP. I hope so.
Great brewery.
And then 2 weeks later, the 7th annual 23rd Street Armory Oktoberfest, Friday, October 10th, and Saturday, October 11th.
So I love Oktoberfest events. I don't drink, but I love the vibe. I love the whole atmosphere. They usually have pretzels.
Pretzels, schnitzel and stuff like that.
And Reuben.
So combined together, these 3 events bring out about 10 to 20,000 people from across the state, the East Coast and America for some of the best music, beer, dancing, decor, and vibes outside of Munich itself.
Have you ever, anybody who's ever been to the actual?
Ryan just went.
I have been.
Oh, you did?
I have been to Munich, but I was not there during Oktoberfest. And there's a well-known pub, if you will. It's gigantic, though. It's called the Hofbrauhaus.
Yes, yeah.
And I've
Even
been
I
there.
know that, yeah.
And that's where the ladies will carry like 9 of those gigantic mugs. It's unbelievable. Watch. Ryan Shuttleworth is here in our studio.
Hey, I actually I went to Munich last year for Oktoberfest. It is probably the greatest party on earth. It is unbelievable.
I bet.
Is the situation where you have so many people coming from around the world that it's almost hard to find an authentic German?
No, there are so many authentic Germans. The first giant tent I went into, funny enough, I found somebody from media. So I was I'm like, great. I come all the way here and I could have went down the hall to find you. This is great.
Wow.
But no, authentic Germans do it over in Munich. I mean, it's extremely popular, but I mean, there were people, everybody's at these giant long tables and there were people from America, Germany, New Zealand, everywhere. Everybody just comes and converges. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of you. So you were at Hofbrauhaus. It's because I can see the mugs there. And but I mean, it looks like I've looked at the at video and pictures and sometimes, and I mean, it's just a massive crowd through the city, right?
I think it is.
Or certain areas.
They estimate throughout the entire thing. The last year when I went, I think 7 million people attended this.
7 million. Do you ever feel overwhelmed?
During the weekdays, no. The weekend, it is just people falling on top of each other. Luckily, everybody has beer, so that makes them pretty happy.
So,
but
it's this, and then this is followed by dust, puking and crapping.
And everybody singing Sweet Home Alabama or Sweet Caroline.
Hey, who did you go with?
So I went with one of my high school friends, and we went. It was him, his girlfriend, and another one of our friends. So it was just 4 of us.
And was it whose idea was that?
So we had kind of tossed around the idea for a couple of years, and he came to me one day, a couple months prior, and went, I think we should do it this year. And I went, yeah, I think we should. So we found an Airbnb in Munich. A lovely gentleman by the name of Good hosted us. It was Good and Connie. So shout out to those guys. So.
You going to go have a beer. Did you spend a good portion of the time blasted?
Yes, but I never felt overly drunk. It was just, the beer is just, you come home and the only thing that probably top it is the no sad brew. That's about it.
And we found while in Germany, like getting around there and not speaking the language is no problem. Like everybody speaks English.
It's super easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I
So
highly
you recommend? All right.
Cannot recommend it enough.
All right.
Once in a lifetime event type of thing. So, all right. Thank you, Ryan Sheldon, chiming in this morning. All right. Well, that's enough. I think we can wrap up the City Beat. And as we do that, I would like to give you a $50 gift card to go and visit our friends at Wawa. If you're caller number, let's do caller number 12, 610-660-9333. They now have the Saquon. They have partnered with Saquon Barkley for a sandwich. It's available to order in all of Wawa's 1,100 stores across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and Washington, D.C.
Wow. You've been everywhere, man.
Good Lord. And for a limited time, it can be ordered as a hoagie or wrap. So you can get it now if you're calling number 12 and give you that $50 gift card. 610-660-9333 is the number. We're going to come back in a moment. We'll get to the Bizarre Files, so make sure you stay with us. Craft and Wizardry shirt this morning, and you're wearing some funky-looking glasses.
Yes,
what are those?
Luna Lovegoods glasses.
Those are Luna Lovegoods glasses.
Oh, wow.
So she can see everything.
Okay, that's beautiful. And would, I had asked Steph who she identified with, and she said Lovegood. What about you?
I think, my favorite character is Sirius. I love him so much. I love his arc of being the villain to the good guy, but never getting the redemption of it. But everyone who loves and knows him knows he was the good guy.
You mean Severus?
No, Sirius.
Oh, Sirius. Oh, Sirius Black. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
Out of prison, and everybody's like, and then he finally, at the very end, they're like, oh, yeah, he was a good guy all along.
Okay.
Wow.
I just loved him.
Oh, you guys are the real deal.
Well, we're going to put you to the test, guys. All right. Are you ready to get this underway?
Ready.
All right.
Ready.
Let's test your. Now we have. You guys are going to be buzzing, and I'm going to explain the rules. But let's just test your bells and see how it sounds. Steph. That's Steph's bell, and this is Lauren's bell. So a little bit of a different tone to each, so we can tell the difference, and we should be able to hear that. Okay. All right. Let's get this underway and tell you guys how we're going to be rolling this out for Battle of the So-Called Experts. There are 3 rounds, and they increase in difficulty. We will begin with the easiest questions, and they will be worth 1 point each. There are 4 questions per round.
Okay.
Second round, the questions are worth 2 points. And the third round, the questions are worth 5 points. So even if you're behind going into the third round, it can really change, and you can end up winning because of the difficulty level. Now, I will ask you a question. You have to buzz in to answer. If you get that question correct, you get points. Now, here's what I want you to keep in mind. If you buzz in while I'm asking the question, and I haven't finished the question yet, I will stop, and you will have to answer based only on what I've said so far. If you're incorrect, your opponent will get to hear the rest of the clue and also answer that question, and they get a benefit because they'll hear your incorrect answer. They'll hear the rest of the clue and might have a better shot at getting that. So keep that in mind as I ask the questions, whether or not you're ready to buzz in. And by the way, we will have a tiebreaker if necessary. If we have a tie at the end of the game, we'll have a tiebreaker question that is ready to go. And the winner gets our porcelain Tri-Wizards Cup here this morning. Gorgeous. It's actually a bi-Wizards Cup because we only have 2 Wizards in the studio this morning. But that is from our friend Eva, who created this. She is the ceramic studio manager at the Wayne Art Center.
She's so talented. She's so incredible. She recently had an art opening out in Westchester at Westchester University. Eva's a great artist and a really cool person. She actually submitted to be in this contest because she loves Harry Potter so much. But when she wasn't selected, she made this trophy for us instead.
That was very cool. And you can check out our Instagram account. We'll make sure we post that. It's at arts.by.eva. if you want to take a look. So thank you, Eva Holzinez. Is that how you say her last name? Holzinez.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Thank you, Eva. All right, we are ready to get the battle underway.
Oh, boy.
Let's begin. All right. Let's get Steph and Lauren in place. Hands by your buzzers, by your bells, I should say.
Are we doing practice questions first, or are we just getting right to it?
You know what? All right, I'll do a practice question just so you know what it's like to buzz in. And by the way, the questions are difficult. I'm currently reading, and I've seen all the movies. I didn't get any one of these correct. All right. So, but that's, hey, I'm a neophyte compared to you guys. So let's try a very, very simple question and buzz in if you know the answer. What street do the Dursleys live on? Okay. So then we would go to Lauren for that answer.
Privet Drive.
That is absolutely correct. So that's just a test. And that is how it's going to work. So we can clearly hear the bells.
Yes.
We know who's in. All right. And we can decide who gets to answer the question. All right.
Wait,
here we
sorry.
go.
Did you say where their hands need to go?
They can hover.
Okay.
Hands can hover.
We covered that off air. So, all right, first question, stand by. Here we go. And these are the easy questions for 1 point. In Prisoner of Azkaban, Snape commands his students to turn to... All right.
394.
That is correct, Lauren. To which page? 394. 1 point for Lauren.
I'm keeping score, right?
That was excellent. Yes. All right. Next question. After Dumbledore's passing, he gifts Harry the very first snitch that he ever caught. All right, we're going to go to Steph for that answer.
I open at the close.
She is correct. The rest of the question was, what was the sentence that appeared on the golden sphere?
Wow.
I open at the close.
These guys are good.
1 point each. Next question. What are the full names of the 4 Hogwarts house? All right, we're going to go to Lauren. Lauren.
Salazar Slytherin. Godric Gryffindor. Rowena Ravenclaw. And Helga Hufflepuff.
That is correct. Wow. Those are the full names of the 4 Hogwarts house founders. So far, all my questions asked have been buzzed in early on.
Yes, they have.
They're extremely confident. Now, these are the easiest of the questions. Final question in the first round. Harry Potter's birthday is July 31st. Which character was born one day? Let's go to Lauren.
Neville Longbottom.
That is correct. Born one day before him.
Oh, my God.
And the total so far in round 1, Nick.
Lauren with 3, Steph with 1.
All right, 3-1.
3-1.
And these two are jumping in before every single... before I had a chance to finish every single question.
I mean, we have absolutely the best competitors you could possibly have.
Most definitely. All right, on to round 2. Right now, Lauren leads 3-1. Here's your next question. These are medium, and these are 2 points each. 2 points each. What is the name of Lavender Brown's rabbit?
Oh my God, that's literally the one pet I did not make a flashcard about.
Flashcard!
Steph was doing flashcards.
Everyone else is.
You did flashcards?
Lavender Brown.
What is the name of Lavender Brown's rabbit? I'll give you guys about 5 more seconds to think about it.
Like flashcards for this contest?
Yes.
Yes! That's what a competitor looks like, Kathy.
High level flashcard.
I played Trivial Pursuit last night.
There you go.
Running through the cards.
Yes! These guys are serious.
All right, Kathy interrupted. So your 5 seconds starts now. Hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, they're not going to take a chance at it. It was Binky. Didn't know that? Doesn't even ring a bell, does it? Okay. Fair enough. Well, it's a good thing you didn't answer them.
Wow.
Next question.
Is there a deduction?
No.
No.
If you get it wrong, you're not penalized.
Yes. You're not penalized, but you do kind of give up a little bit of information to the other competitor. All right, next is, what is Hermione's boggart? Okay, let's go to Steph.
It's Professor McGonagall telling her that she failed her exams.
She got it!
Nice!
So it's 2 points. Yes. And that means it's
all tied up.
It's 3-3.
Yeah.
All right, third question from the medium round, round 2. What animals represent each of the houses? All right, we're going to go to Lauren.
For Slytherin, it's a snake. Ravenclaw, it's an eagle. Hufflepuff is a badger. And Gryffindor is a lion.
That's correct. 2 points for Lauren.
I want to hang with these guys.
I'm telling you, man. They're so much fun. All right, and then the last question for the medium round, round 2, is how many staircases are... Okay, let's go to Lauren.
142.
That's correct. Staircases are at Hogwarts. Wow. All right, Nick. Totals.
After round 2, Lauren's still in the lead with 7, but Steph not far behind with 3.
All right, and it doesn't matter because going into this round, the points really jump up, and each question is worth 5 points each.
Wow.
As
Can
we
really
go
change.
for the quest of the Tri-Wizards Cup. And Steph, look, everybody, these guys are bouncing up and down. They're all excited.
I'm worried if that lavender one. I'm like, I know. Do I know anything?
All right, Casey, here we go. Final round. The most difficult questions that we could come up with yet. And here, this is really going to find out what you know about the Harry Potter universe. Let's go with this one. Okay, now these scenes were filmed but later deleted and never released. All right, so here's the question. Which English actor / comedian played Peeves? I didn't think we'd get an answer on this one. This is a real deep, kind of beyond just watching the movies and reading the books. Which English actor or comedian played Peeves?
It wasn't the Mr. Bean guy.
Hey, you didn't buzz in.
Right. All right, time's up. All right. I didn't think you knew this. So Peeves is a character. He's a poltergeist.
Yeah.
I do know that because I'm reading in the first 2 books. But he would have been played by actor and comedian Rick Mail, who played Drop Dead Fred, and he's also Rick from The Young One. So that's a really, really hard question.
That predates you guys.
All right, here is the next one. In response to the treatment of house elves, Hermione... Oh, all right. We had Steph ring in first.
It's called SPEW, the Society for the Promotion of Elfish Welfare.
That is for 5 points. Wow!
Those index cards paying off.
To finish it, Hermione founded an organization called SPEW. What does SPEW stand for? And she's correct. The Society for the Promotion of Elfish Welfare. Well done. What's the point total, Nick?
Wow, with that correct answer, Steph has moved into the lead. It's now 8-7.
Oh, my God. Okay. 1 point lead. All right, 2 more questions to go. Here we go. Get your hands by your button, or by your bell, I should say. What is Nearly Headless Nick's real name? Okay, we're going to go to Lauren. Lauren.
Nicholas Demimsey Pompsey? Something like that.
To the Bizarre File.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you this morning by Bud Light. Join Nick McElwain Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. for the first Bud Light Thursday night kickoff event of the season. It will be at Bailey's Bar and Grill in Levittown. And you can enter for your chance to win a pair of Eagles tickets courtesy of Bud Light. All right, let's begin with this story. This is a bit of a follow-up, and you guys may remember this a little while back, a few years ago. But there's more to this. A former New Jersey bowling alley owner who served a prison sentence for arson has now been convicted of trying to arrange the killings of prosecutors and judges involved in his case. Stephen H. Smink, 62 years old, of Philadelphia, planned to pay for the hits with the sale of guns and sports memorabilia, and he now faces a potential life sentence. Smink, former owner of Pike Lanes Bowling Alley in Deerfield Township, admitted in 2014 that he hired 2 men to set fire to a competing bowling alley.
I do remember this.
Loyal Lanes in 2010. Yeah.
Smink wasn't having any of it.
So he was sentenced to 15 years in prison. And it was while he served that sentence that authorities learned of his plans to hire someone to kill 3 Cumberland County prosecutors and 2 judges involved in the arson case.
That's not the bowling way.
No. The targets were Prosecutor Jennifer Webb McRae, Prosecutor Harold Shapiro, and Assistant Prosecutor and 2 Superior Court judges. A jury in Atlantic County convicted Smink on charges of first-degree conspiracy to commit murder, 5-degree counts of attempted murder and fourth-degree counts of conspiracy to transport firearms and transporting firearms. So this whole thing, by the way, he was serving his arson sentence in Northern State Prison when he hatched the murder plot. In late 2017 or early 2018, Smink hired someone identified in documents as a cooperating witness to help find a hitman. The witness was at all times cooperating with authorities and working under the direction of the New Jersey State Police. Police investigators learned Sminkin first hired a member of the Latin Kings gang who was also incarcerated to carry out the plan, but the gang member died before he could act on the plot. In a meeting with an undercover officer, Smink described his plans. He had said, quoted as saying, "If everybody was together, wipe the whole place out and kill everybody. It just looks like somebody making an assault at gangs meeting. If somebody shot up the place, it looks like the gang getting retribution."
He really thought it through.
Meanwhile, Smink oversaw the transfer of guns and memorabilia that he owned in order to pay for the killings. He completed his sentence in the arson case in 2023 and was jailed in Atlantic County while he awaited trial in the murder for hire case. He faces 30 years to life in prison when he will be sentenced on September 26th and will have to serve at least 30 years before being eligible for parole.
See, the problem was in the initial investigation, they had footprints, but they were all rented shoes.
Oh, so they couldn't tell who actually owned them.
Yeah.
A St. Clair woman is locked up on $150,000 bail after police conducted a drug sweep of her home Tuesday morning. Officers had arrived shortly after 6:30 p.m. and executed a search warrant on the residence. Now, numerous people, both inside and outside of the residence, were detained prior to the sweep, including Carol Evitz Schaefer, who was initially seated at the kitchen table. And during the search, police said they found numerous items, including methamphetamine, mushrooms, fentanyl, heroin, digital scales, a Smith & Wesson Springfield gun, 2 boxes of ammunition, brass knuckles, large quantities of hypodermic needles.
Anything incriminating?
Large quantities of, I'm going to get to this point, large quantities of new and unused resealable Ziploc-style baggies in various sizes. Now, one fact not included in the court documents is that during the sweep, police reportedly found a bag containing several live baby squirrels.
Okay.
And another woman at the scene, police say, was harboring one of the baby squirrels in her bosom.
Wow. Baby squirrels.
Yes.
I told you to flush the squirrels, Karen.
After Evitz Schaefer was read her rights, she reportedly made several statements to police indicating the drugs and paraphernalia were all hers and that her husband knew nothing about it.
What about the squirrels?
Police said Evitz Schaefer has multiple convictions among her priors to deliver and also possession of a controlled substance and other offenses that prohibit her from owning a gun. She was charged with 4 counts of felony possession of controlled substances, but no word on the squirrels and how they failed.
What a blight it is, the modern squirrel smuggling operations.
Yep. All right, listen to these geniuses. One man was killed and another was charged with murder after the pair took turns wearing a Kevlar helmet and shooting at each other with a rifle.
Why do they always do this?
You know, you can just shoot at the helmet.
Yeah, it doesn't actually
You can see if the bullet went through it or not.
Put the helmet over a watermelon.
You could do that, too.
And then you can see. You know, this isn't like it turns you into Superman. It's your last best hope if you're shot at.
Hey, Goob, shoot me in the head. Watch this. I'm going to put this thing on. You shoot me.
Oh, my God.
Now, they were shooting each other.
Yeah.
Deputies were dispatched
and
to
you got to be a good shot.
The residents regarding a report of shots fired. First responders discovered 34-year-old Aaron Prout suffering from a gunshot wound to the head, and he succumbed to his injuries after being taken to the hospital.
Okay, so the bullet, or I don't know if it was birdshot or buckshot or if it was just a slug or whatever, but it went through the helmet, or did they miss? Because even if it hit the helmet, you could die from a concussion, like brain bleed or whatever.
No, they were using a rifle. They weren't using a shotgun.
Okay.
So it was a
I don't know the difference.
I'll explain it to you off air. Although the department initially believed the incident could be a suicide, with a thorough follow-up investigation, the truth was ultimately revealed. The homeowner, 37-year-old Sean O'Donnell, was charged with murder in connection with Prout's death. So, wow. All right, we'll do one more story, and then we will wrap it up. Let's end with this one. In England, police were called to a children's fun day.
Fun day?
After a woman reportedly climbed on top of her car and took off her top and started twerking.
Fun.
Do you know?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Families attending West End.
Is everyone having fun?
Fun Day in Leek took action due to the woman's antics. They claim the woman stripped off her top to reveal her bra and danced inappropriately on the stage while while performances were taking place.
Hey kids, do you like it? You like your cans?
It is then claimed that she got onto the roof of a black Peugeot where she continued to make suggestive movements in front of children. Eyewitnesses allege the same woman also drove around in the vehicle. Officers were called to the scene. It's claimed the incident lasted more than an hour, by the way.
Yes, we had ordered a cowboy.
One mom said that she was on top of her car shouting obscenities and dancing. She refused to come down, so she took her top off, waited for the police to come. She then drove around the area in her car right next to the play area. Another added on social media, she was dancing and twerking very inappropriately in front of young children.
Oh, boy.
Moms were having to cover up their children's eyes with their hands. So she was having fun.
Yeah.
You know, maybe everybody else was too.
Just stay in the park.
And that is what I have in the bizarre file for you right now. All right, we're going to take a break. Have I given away all of our Wawa? We have one more to go. Let's give it away.
Do it.
Let's give it away. We'll take caller number 20, 610-660-9333. Wawa has given us $50 gift cards to honor the Saquon. Star running backs go-to Wawa hoagie order. It's made up of oven-roasted turkey, American cheese, lettuce, onions, and spicy mustard. So caller number 20, we're going to set you up with that now. Good luck to you. We'll come back in a second. Lesson question, trash, music news on the way. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that means that, Steph, you can take a free guess no matter what. Even if you get it wrong, it's no big deal.
I know it starts with Sir Nicholas. The rest of it.
All right. You guys aren't going to get that right. Sir Nicholas de Mimsey Porpington.
You guys were all around
It's that name that you're like, Sir Nicholas, moving on. You don't
I
read
know,
the
right?
full name.
It's so
British.
so many syllables, and exactly.
That's a classic Harry Potter name, though.
This is the last question that we have here.
And it's anybody's game.
It's anybody's game right now. So this is in the past contests, we've had runaways.
Yeah.
This time around, it's down to this last one. Here we go. Final question. On his 11th birthday, Dudley Dursley's parents take him and Harry to the zoo and also bring along Dudley's best friend. What is that friend's name?
You're looking at each other.
Lauren almost cursed right into the microphone.
It's a super minor character from the first book. I know that.
Repeat the question, Preston.
On his 11th birthday, Dudley Dursley's parents take him and Harry to the zoo and also bring along Dudley's best friend. What is that friend's name? They have this intense look. Steph looks like she has no idea. Lauren is kind of picking around in her brain.
Whoever he is, he's not a nice little boy.
Right. 5 seconds left. Okay, might as well. Go ahead.
Albert.
Incorrect. I'm sorry. Nick, what does that mean?
That means with 8 points, Steph is our winner.
Oh, my God! Is the champion.
They are so evenly matched.
Oh my
Wait, what was
goodness.
it?
Yeah, who was it?
Piers Polkus.
Loser.
Please.
I mean, I don't. That was neck and neck.
All right, just for fun, we had more questions, and we're never going to use these for anything. And while we have Steph as the winner of the Tri-Wizards Cup here this morning and the self-proclaimed expert of the Harry Potter universe, just for fun, let me try out a couple of other questions for you guys. Who was the freed female house elf who neither wanted? All right, let's go to Lauren.
Winky.
Winky is correct. How about this one? Okay, let's see what you know about the making of the films. Christopher Columbus directed the first 2 movies. David Yates directed the last 4. Who directed 3 and 4?
Alfonso Yates? I know it's Alfonso.
All right.
I know it's Alfonso.
There were 2 people. Prisoner of Azkaban and Goblet of Fire, respectively, was Alfonso Cuarón and Mike Newell.
Okay.
All right, and then one last one. Let's see. What'll be a good question? Oh, yeah, this one. Okay. What are Snape's very first words to Harry, and what is it believed they allude to? That's a hard one.
Snape's very first words to Harry.
You'll never get it because it's really intricate. So the first words were, what would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood? And apparently, an asphodel is a member of the lily family, and wormwood can be defined as a state or source of bitterness or grief. Snape is alluding to the death of Lily Potter, Harry's mother.
Wow.
So that's supposedly some of the lore,
Right?
but that was like
Oh my God.
insanely hard.
That makes me want to cry, knowing that fact. I didn't know that.
That's in the first book, and then you know what you know about Snape much later on. But it's that's how layered and how intricate and how complicated the books are, and why it's so much fun to go back and rewatch the movies and reread the books.
It's poetic.
Every time I reread, I find something that I'm like, well, how did I not see that before? Like it's a connection.
Well, you guys, I mean, you just put on a Harry Potter clinic. I mean, that's some amazing stuff, and you were neck and neck for the whole thing. It's just amazing.
Steph, I am now proud to bestow upon you the honor of the Preston and Steve Tri-Wizards Cup for your triumphant victory in Battle of the So-Called Experts.
Oh my God! It's beautiful.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Be careful when you hold it by the snake handles. They are a little bit sensitive, and we
when
don't
she
want that to
first
fall.
grabbed it out there, she was like, it's not a port key, is it?
Yeah, I'm like, this will not lead to my death, will it?
No, you're safe.
You guys are awesome. Congratulations. Thanks for being here. We hope you had fun. All right, and there it is again, folks. We've done it. We'll have to come up with some of the... If you have any suggestions of some good topics for Battle of the Self-Proclaimed Experts, let us know. We'll certainly take those into consideration. There's loads of things that we can go to in the worlds of entertainment and sports and history and whatever it may be.
And some of these things are so voluminous, you could, at some point, you may have to, Steph, defend your classification as the champion of all champions.
Yeah, you never know.
It's so big. There's so much to hit upon.
Yeah.
I did mean to mention this earlier, but we're going to also award Steph and Lauren passes to the Harry Potter exhibition that's coming to the Franklin Institute next year. So they haven't announced the official dates for that yet, but it'll be at some point in 2022. It's the world premiere. It's going to happen right here in Philadelphia at the Franklin Institute. The Harry Potter the exhibition coming to Philly in early 2022.
Excellent, and thank you to Eva Josines for the Tri-Wizard Cup that we had. She fired it in her own kiln, made it from scratch. It's beautiful, and now Steph is the proud owner of that. So nice, excellent, great work, everybody. We're going to take a break. We'll come back in just a moment. Make sure you stay with us. We will return shortly.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
And I'm sure that I've probably had this happen before too. I don't know if I've fallen in a dumpster, but maybe come close. But they accidentally put something in the trash can, took the trash bag out and threw it in, and then later on realized, I accidentally threw my medication away.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we've all had that.
So you have to go get it.
Yeah.
You got to go get it.
Right.
So apparently she went and she went to go get it, and it's hanging down low, and so there's like a side door on on their dumpster that you can open up. Okay, so she opens that up, I guess, and it's at the bottom and it's far down, and she's got to lean over and kind of bend halfway down to go, and as she leans forward, her body weight is too much over, and she goes tumbling in head first into the dumpster. Somehow or another broke her rib on the way in.
As you imagine, as she's raking over the edge,
that's what I was thinking.
It must have just pulled a rib up and snapped it.
Probably what happened, and I was like, okay, are you just saying you have a broken rib, or did you actually go get it looked at and you have a broken rib? She says, yes, X-ray, it's a broken rib, or whatever. The doctor determined that it was a broken rib. Now, it's not one of those where you can have rib breaks that are debilitating, that are just you can't move. It's not that bad. So it was funny. We were able to laugh at this. It was funny. Yeah. And I'm sure other people have fallen in dumpsters or had something just as stupid happen. So I figured, you know what, that might be worth playing.
Sure, absolutely.
215-263-WMMR if you want to share.
I think in my top 5 things of grossest things that I have ever encountered, it is dumpster and or trash juice. I can't.
Oh my God!
What is that?
I don't know.
Dumpster juice and trash. So Casey,
oh my God!
I used to work, and again, I hate to brag.
Oh my God!
I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts. There's drinks and things, and all sorts of.
Squeeze that one in this morning. Preston and Steve Show, back to school A to Z on the MMR. Good times, bad times in the G, or more specifically, good subset, as Pierre would say, of the Back to School A to Z. And we still have a few more goods to go. In fact, we will definitely get the next to last one in. The one right after that is just an absolute classic. And then we get into a couple of goodbye songs.
Yes.
Which are great as well.
A little bit more bittersweet.
Yeah. All right, it is lesson question time. And today we are giving away as a prize tickets to see John Oliver Wednesday, December 31st at the Met in Philadelphia. So a New Year's Eve party with John Oliver. We'll give you a pair of tickets if you can answer this question correctly. According to, what unexpected human feature does the back of the Rocky statue resemble? We just said that a little while ago. 610-660-9333 is the number. What unexpected human feature does the back of the Rocky statue resemble? If you heard that just a little while ago, you need to call right now. 610-660-9333 is the number. While you're calling, we will do this.
The trash business is a gold mine. 93.3 WMMR with Preston and Steve's Hollywood Trash.
Brought to you by No Sad Brew, our new collaboration with 2SP Brewing, benefiting Camp Out for Hunger. You can find it at any 2SP or Two Stones Pub location. Visit twostones.pub.com for a location near you. What's going on this morning, Steve?
Well, Preston, Brittany Mahomes seen tearing up Nashville this weekend, celebrating her 30th birthday. Brittany might have had one espresso martini too many as she was spotted making out with a possum.
Oh my God.
Pretty lit up. Cristiano Ronaldo's fiancée, Georgina, spotted walking the red carpet at the Venice Film Festival wearing that 8-carat engagement ring. Because the ring weighs so much, Georgina hired a dwarf to occasionally rest her hand on. And finally, Lil Nas X's father coming to his son's defense, saying his nude walk around L.A. was a public meltdown brought on by the pressures of the music industry. People can't imagine what that kind of fame can do to someone, said Big Nas X.
I will see if you know the answer to the question. What unexpected human feature does the back of the Rocky statue resemble? 610-660-9333, our number. And we are going to go to Bob and search for that answer. Bob, you're on the air. Good morning, bud.
Sorry you're bothering me at work.
It's what we do. So tell me, what unexpected human feature does the back of the Rocky statue resemble?
Adrian's camel toe.
Yes! Hang on, man. Adrian's camel toe is correct. And since you got that right, we are going to give you a pair of tickets as MMR rocks John Oliver on Wednesday, December 31st at the Met in Philly. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.
Now, Preston and Steve's Music News on 93.3 WMMR.
Brought to you by Temple University Athletics. The 2025 Temple football season is here. Don't miss your chance to catch the new head coach, Casey Keeler and the Owls in action at Lincoln Financial Field. You can get your tickets now at owlstix.com. Some fresh news just over. Steve actually just sent this to me, so I haven't had a chance to really read it yet. But in a message shared through Breaking Benjamin's Instagram account, their drummer has apparently quit. Sean Foist has announced he is stepping down from the group for the time being as he focuses on a disease that's been impacting his health in recent years.
Yeah, no specifics, but that doesn't sound good.
Well, it says that he's been dealing with Hashimoto's disease.
I don't know what that is.
Since 2017, and that the physical challenges it has provided have led him to the decision to step down to allow time for healing and recovery before he can resume his given profession. So,
have you ever heard of it?
Hashimoto's disease. No, I have not. But he said that he's been dealing with extreme leg fatigue and other physical complications that have made drumming nearly impossible. The full statement said I've battled Hashimoto's disease since 2017, facing fatigue, leg weakness, stiffness, weight changes, and overall drum playing control issues. So during the Awaken the Fallen tour, I was experiencing extreme leg fatigue and complications, making it impossible. We ran tests that came on my back that came out fine, thankfully, but tests confirmed Hashimoto's had flared, pushing my thyroid into hyper mode, causing weakness and weight loss. But he said he's decided to step away for the time being.
It's sad.
So Breaking Benjamin added in the caption of the post, "We are thankful to Sean for all the years of playing with us and being a part of Breaking Benjamin family. The fall tour starts tomorrow, and we are welcoming our friend," it says, "at Cassell's to the stage." So I'm not really sure who they've got filling in. So like I said, I've only had a chance to just skim that. So we'll keep an eye on it for you.
Hashimoto's disease is known as chronic autoimmune thyroiditis.
Yeah.
It's a condition where the body's immune system attacks the thyroid gland.
Yeah.
And leads to the inflammation and damage resulting in an underactive thyroid.
So hopefully he's going to be okay. We'll see how that plays out. He can get the treatments that he needs. Sleep Theory singer Cullen Moore crashed his electric bike into a fan's car after their show while on tour with Falling in Reverse. The incident happened after Moore had been interacting with fans following their performance. According to the report, Moore learned what happens when you, quote, use too much throttle on an e-bike the hard way.
A lot of people have had this happen.
The band is currently supporting Falling in Reverse on their God is Weapon summer tour. The tour continues with upcoming dates in cities like St. Louis, Milwaukee, and they'll be in Camden, so in the Philly area, through late September. No details were provided about the injuries or the extent of the damage to the car, but photos from the incident were shared showing the aftermath of the crash.
That instant power is the same thing we were talking about motion sickness that people experience when they get an EV, when they get a car. They don't realize it's a different feeling to that acceleration.
Yep. And then one final story. 3 major female voices in metal. Amy Lee from Evanescence, Courtney LaPlante from Spirit Box, and Poppy are teasing a new collaborative single called End of You. The announcement started when all 3 posted a mysterious black and white photo together earlier this week with no explanation. They followed up with dramatic teaser videos showing snippets of the upcoming song, with Lee singing the lyrics, "'Cause the end of you is the start of life for me." Each artist posted their own version of the teaser on social media, focusing on different members of the trio, but all featuring the same dark, cinematic aesthetic with old school film cameras and distorted imagery. No release date has been given, so we will wait for now.
I'm not that familiar with the other women,
but Amy Lee, we know very well.
Powerhouse.
And that is what I have in the music news for you this morning. That means we can take another break, our final break, before we get into the letter of the day for the Word of the Week prize. We have a new prize, and keep in mind it's going to be 4 letters this week. And also we'll get a winner for Tat Tuesday. So if you have not done it yet, make sure that you go to WMMR.com and get signed up. Check the contest page. You could win a $350 gift certificate, Floating World Tattoo and Piercing, 1729 South Street. You want to check out their artwork samples, you can go to floatingworldtattoos.com or check them out on Instagram at Floating World Tattoos. We'll get it all when we return. So stay with us. We'll be right back and more of the Back to School A to Z.
But when that dumpster would turn, there'd be things that would come out like that just form because of the humidity or whatever it is.
Jesus.
And that was the most pungent, piercing smell came from the liquid.
And I don't think
it's like dumpster soup.
In Star Wars A New Hope, I don't think that scene where they're in the trash
Too
chute-
pleasant.
Right?
Too pleasant.
Yeah. Like,
you have
nobody's
an
like, oh my
entire
God,
Death Star full of people.
Right.
You don't know what half those species do and what they crap.
It's
So
all a
much
bunch
so
of,
that-
It's just a bunch of metal and stuff in there.
No, if
But
only.
there's juice.
If only.
Yeah.
But they're swimming in dumpster juice, and nobody's like, oh my God, it stinks.
You know, would have been a perfect way for them to introduce what the future of tampons might look like.
Right.
Oh God, Preston, and that just that big dumpster and your poor sister.
Yes.
going
I didn't get a chance to ask her
into it.
how she got out of there, too. Did you guys ever live in an apartment that had a dumpster where you would have to go and throw your trash? And sometimes, they wouldn't come and pick it up and it would just be stuff piling all over the place. But I remember, having to get root around in there before. I can't remember what specifically for, but
The one I think, when we were on Y100, I lived in you remember, it was a Russian efficiency apartment. It was worse than a Russian efficiency apartment. And so the dumpster behind those apartments was so horrible and such a collection of rotting garbage that I used to, like, as if I was doing an Olympic hammer throw, I would swing it around and try to launch it in, because if you got anywhere near it, you would vomit.
Dude.
So it's always a no man land.
And if you end up getting like part of the bag caught on that little weird handle thing on, and it would like rip it open. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, hang on. I want to go to George. Not quite a dumpster, but I got to hear this. Hey, George, good morning. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do that again. George, now we can hear you. Go ahead.
How's it going?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Back when I was in high school, like 22 years ago, we used to kick the hacky sack around at lunchtime outside the lunchroom.
Right.
And one day we were doing that, and the hacky sack went up on the roof, and there was an outside school freezer by the lunchroom with a 55-gallon drum full of excess kitchen grease in it.
Oh, God.
With a lid on it. So I went to jump on top of the barrel to get up on top of the freezer to go on the roof, and the barrel gave out, and I went waist deep in the
Oh, God.
Into grease?
Kitchen grease, yeah.
Kitchen grease. Used kitchen grease.
God.
Yeah, in the middle of the school day, my principal came out and he goes, "There's a write-up for being in an unauthorized area, but I don't know about a write-up for smelling unsanitary."
Jeez. Nasty. So, okay, so you're a mess, dude. What did you do? How did you get cleaned off? Did you have to go to the locker room and get in the showers?
Actually, believe it or not, I live here in Glassboro, New Jersey, and so Glassboro High School is right next to Rowan University, and I lived on the other side, so my principal allowed me to walk home, so I had to walk home through the middle of the university.
So you kind of slithered home.
Wait a second. You're smelling like food, and you're walking around like, were you attacked by packs of wild dogs or what? I mean, you're out with this stink wafting off of you.
No, it was just rank, especially when my friend's girlfriend reached in her purse and started spraying me with a bunch of different perfumes on top of it.
Yeah. Hey, where'd George go? I don't know. Just follow the trail, and you'll be able to track him down later on.
Jesus.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
man.
thanks, George.
Steve, Steve, I know you love bragging about Dunkin' Donuts. And
I know. I hate to do it.
Well, no, it's okay.
Not everyone has had that opportunity.
Are you going to one-up him with McDonald's?
I'm going to sympathize. We're the same team, really. But so when I worked at McDonald's, there were actually two dumpsters, and one of the dumpsters was normal trash in case that dumpster juice would end up in there, and then there was the grease dumpster, and you would have to take out the used grease from the fryers, and it, for whatever reason, whatever coagulated in that probably had some alien life in there. I don't know what the hell that it was, but
it became sentient at that point.
Yeah, it was, and it was a different level of gross than the other dumpster. They were both disgusting.
Yeah.
Very disgusting and smelling. I have had once or twice where I almost fell in. You got to watch it. The revelation of the side door entrance on a dumpster, I don't think it may not have existed during that my time with dumpsters.
But that only works for so long because then the trash will just fall out.
If the trash is up above it, it means nothing.
So my friend Brian just sent me this video that I don't think I want to watch it. Have you guys ever seen a video of a Louisville woman drinking trash juice?
No.
Okay.
But that's about right.
Do you guys want to watch that?
No.
Okay. I don't think
really. I don't know why.
Is that woman Halle Berry?
She's doing it, but oh my God.
You know what, though? That teetering, like when you have your body weight, and you're like, I think I can do it. I think I can. And then you're like, nope. Can't
just
do
a
it.
little bit further I can reach. I'm almost got it. And then you're in. Nick, what was the Wikipedia page you had pulled up? What was that?
There's a term for that liquid. And it's called leachate. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Leche. Trace leachate.
This is going to be exotic.
Yeah, Casey, when there's three dumpsters, it's trace leachate.
Yeah. Okay.
But Leachate, and that's the name of the liquid that collects.
It is any liquid that, in the course of passing through matter, extracts soluble or suspended solids or any other component of the material through which it has passed.
So the liquid, as it descends through the garbage, is so the garbage is basically serving as like a large, horrible coffee filter.
Yeah, it is most commonly used in the context of landfilling of putrescribe.
Oh, putra.
Putrescrible or industrial waste.
Do you get that in your regular garbage cans? Wow. I do.
Occasionally.
And I'll have to wash them out.
Yeah.
I mainly get it when we are, like when we host, like at our school.
Garbage can night?
No, like bag bingo or trivia night or whatever. Right. One of these, these social events at the end of the evening after everybody leaves, or we have to throw out the trash, and there's always just a trail of trash juice sludge, and it's just gnarly.
Do you know what's the worst?
All of that collects in the dumpster.
When you're taking it out of the house, right? You're taking it out of the house, out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
And somehow it's permeated, and you have that trail that you've walked all the way out of the house.
Yeah.
And it's a nightmare.
But generally,
it's a stink trail.
Generally think, a general rule in my house is you don't dump liquids into the trash. Anything that is liquidish goes into the sink, So that way we don't get a ton of so that doesn't happen all
Trash
that much.
juice.
Yeah.
Let me go to Ryan. Ryan, good morning.
Hey, mister.
Hey, mister. What's up, Ryan?
Not much. So a couple times at my work now, I've been at this job for like 20 years, and I've accidentally thrown a money bag into the dumpster.
A money bag?
Yes.
Okay.
So I fill vending machines, so collecting the money and mixing it in with some waste sometimes.
Yeah.
And had to dig through the dumpster for it a little bit. And then one time for a pair of keys, too, from my brother-in-law.
Well, the money bag, I think, wins. There's certain, like I'm reminded of the Lenny Dykstra story. He had how expensive were his dentures that went in there? There were many thousands of dollars. At a certain point, you can teeter on the line of, the hell, I'm not going in there for that. But that's a point at which you have to say, "Oh no, I'm going in."
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan. By the way, did you have to go deep down it? Did you wait a while before you realized, or was it fairly short after you actually?
I had to root around a little bit once or twice.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty good. And then one time, Nick, I was trying to dump the grease into the grease trap at one of my old jobs, and as I slid the bucket up from all the splatter on the edge of the grease trap, the whole bucket, 5-gallon jug, slid back down and sloshed all over my
Dude, 5 gallons of slop.
Disgusting.
Wow.
You should have quit that day. Like that's it. Walk out.
Yeah.
Next job.
That was too easy. You needed to jump off a high rise.
Set yourself on fire.
I'm done living.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right, guys. See you later, guys.
All right, we'll see you.
That's why, when we did the dumpster pool out in the back, it was
clean, right?
It was like a brand new dumpster that never had any trash in it whatsoever.
And it was lined, too.
And it was lined.
Yeah, so, yeah. All right, we got, I'm sure there's lots of trash guys listening. Sean's one of the trash guys. He's loading up some stuff right now. Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Good morning, Preston. How are you?
Good morning, man. We're doing well. So you can weigh in on trash juice.
Oh, yeah, Casey would love what I'm doing right now. I sit in a machine all day, and in front of me, they dump the dumpsters that come from all over the place, restaurants, all over. Any dumpster that's at an apartment complex, everything comes here. All the wet stuff, I take it and load it into the tractor trailers all day long. That's what I watch. Is stuff being dumped it out. I take it and load it into trucks, and it's disgusting. Casey, you would get sick.
What's it smell like?
Well, you only smell it when you get out of the machine. The machines that we have in here have filters in them where it stops the smell from coming in the machine.
Oh, good.
They're brand new, but if you get out,
MMR rocks. Wise advice. Let the good times roll. The cars, as we are in the back to school A to Z, the good section of the G spot. We have one more good song, and then we get into some goodbyes after that. And then we move on to other pastures, things that we circulate and focus on in this back to school A to Z. I really enjoyed listening over the weekend on a couple of occasions.
It's been great, and I think shifting things around, there's a lot to hear, and I've had more of the, what is this song? I've never heard this.
Yeah. There's been a bunch of that happening lately, which is great. It's what makes this so much fun. So today was fun, too. Thank you for joining us. And thank you to our friends at Wawa.
Yay!
Stopped by this morning and dropped off a whole bunch of sandwiches. The Saquon, to be more specific, which is a turkey hoagie. I think it's
I got you.
I got it right here. So it is oven roasted turkey, American cheese, lettuce, onions, and spicy mustard. That's what Saquon, that's his go-to.
It's a pretty straight-up standard, classic good hoagie.
Mm-hmm.
I would change the American to Swiss.
So you can just, if you go and you order the Saquon, that's what you get. It's a little one-word order, real easy to do. And you'll be good to go, but they give us a bunch of gift cards to give away, so hopefully you had a chance to snack one of those.
I brought this up earlier, and it was kind of a big to-do over the weekend in North Carolina. They opened up the first Wawa, what they call Travel Center, which is a huge truck stop-ish kind of Wawa. it's like a mega Wawa.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah. Maybe they're going after what are those, Buc-ee's that
I
are
think
gigantic?
So. Yeah.
Bigger?
Yeah, there's Buc-ee's and then Casey's. And when I took a couple of my road trips across the country, I saw truck stops that I'd never, ever seen before. And not only that, but full on, you go in and there is a full on bathroom for you to go take a shower.
Yeah.
And, all that
for people
stuff.
traveling across country.
Yeah.
I know
lot lizards.
Lot lizards. Very clean.
Lot lizards.
They have health. Yeah. Lot ladies, they call them.
Yeah. All right, so anyhow, thank you, Wawa. And today's Tattoos Day, so why don't we give away that prize? And I would like to congratulate our winner, who happens to be Keith Melvin, who is from Magnolia. Stop it. Magnolia, Delaware. I'm trying to turn this up and down. Casey and I share the same faders on our board, and he's pulling them down, and I'm pushing them up to fade the music up.
My bad.
But anyway, Keith Melvin is going to get a $350 gift certificate for Floating World Tattoo and Piercing. And, of course, you can check them out, 1729 South Street in Philadelphia, for artwork samples. You just want to see what they have for you. You can visit floatingworldtattoos.com or check them out on Instagram at Floating World Tattoos. So we need to do the letter of the day for the word of the week. Case, I guess you're going to get us started.
I'm your guy.
Only 4 letters this week, so here we go.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
Now, the Daily Letter. And the Preston and Steve Show is brought to you today by the letter
L, as in lugubrious.
What word did you say?
Lugubrious.
Lugubrious.
Don't even know what it means. But
All right.
I saw it in a musical once.
I believe it's chatty.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Lugubrious.
I could be wrong on
All right, we're going to give away a 4-pack of VIP passes for Hoagie Throwdown, which is this Sunday, and you can chew your way through the city's best hoagie creations and vote for your favorite while you eat like champ. Pro wrestlers are going to be going head-to-head in the ring. Yep, a pro wrestling ring right in the middle of this sandwich festival at Other Half Brewing in Fishtown. VIP tickets include early entry at noon, premium merch, bonus hoagies, wrestler meet and greets, and more. And all tickets include samples of 20-plus unique hoagies, first beer free, chips and snacks, and live entertainment all afternoon. You can get tickets at deliciouscitypodcast.com. By the way, and we will give that away on Friday. It's only 4 days away. Yes?
Preston Lugubrious is looking or sounding sad and dismal.
Okay.
Sorry, I was off the mark.
Cleared that up. All right, I want to thank our sponsors. Preston and Steve Show has been brought to you today by Dunkin', and the Preston and Steve Show runs on Dunkin'. Also brought to you by Acme Markets, fresh foods, local flavors, and by Virtua Health, here for good. Oh, and one more. Newman.
No, I handed you that by mistake, but you can do it anyway.
But thank you to Neumann University, because we love you guys, and they take care of our YouTube stream. Tomorrow on the program, exciting day. First time ever, we are broadcasting from the highest location that we can at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. This is the brand new former Wells Fargo Center, now Xfinity Mobile Arena.
We're underneath the sign, under the sign, which is pretty cool.
To celebrate this this new journey, this new chapter in the building's life, we will have a bunch of people joining us. In fact, Garnet Hathaway from the Flyers is stopping by. Michael Barkan will be there as well.
Appropriate.
And Gritty and Franklin are stopping by too.
Yeah.
And we're going to do some fun stuff with everybody when they come by. So that is it. We are done. Rage on. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you later, gang. Bye-bye.